5, 4, 3.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. It is time to buckle up, Buttercups, because it is time for another wild ride on the episode of Backroad Banter. I'm your host, Chris Dollard, and of course, joining me are some really good, great guys and friends of mine, Derek Richter and Willie Leach.
Hey.
Howdy ho, everyone.
I think you just called us grapes.
I know. I always screw up on that
Grapes.
part, dude.
We're like sour grapes? Or what?
Yeah.
He's nervous. It's the first time this year.
Yep. Well, all I gotta say is let's get this show on the road, y'all.
Hell yeah. This is the first one for 2025, ain't it?
Yep.
Yes, it
First
is.
pod,
Good grief.
Yep.
January 12th.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, we had a good break. You know, it's hard work talking to trash and
Yeah.
drinking and smoking cigars.
I mean, yeah. Take some years off you, they say.
Yeah.
Had to have a holiday
I don't
break
know.
too, you know.
I personally feel good after we do it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of shit happened during that little, 18 days, 20 day
Yeah.
break we had.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a lot of time go by. New
Jeez.
events.
Well, I mean, it was New Year's, so happy belated New Year's to everyone out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Hope nobody blew up their finger or anything, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
like I
has
said.
their hands fully intact.
Yeah. I think I kept my ass in the house. I didn't go out.
Oh, I was
I fell
sick.
asleep.
I was
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
I was sick. I was in bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and took some NyQuil, and I was done. I was sick all New Year's Day, and then finally, like the day after, I finally came back to, and fever dropped, and I was good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
now it's just this lingering, aggravating cough. So I apologize to everyone for a little bit of cough I'm gonna have.
Yeah. I didn't have no fever, but golly, no voice. And I didn't really cough either. It just felt like crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Oh,
Then
that
they
seems
give
like
you stupid nasal spray. Yeah, this will fix everything. That crap never works.
Run you down
Not
in the
for me.
dirt, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Trying to work and be sick. That's too much.
Yep. That is no lie. Well, we know how we start the show off, right?
I forgot.
I forgot. I did too.
Uh-huh.
Usually we start off with I think it's a question or something like that. A
Yeah,
little warm-up question.
you think?
I can't remember. It's been a while, y'all.
Yeah, you usually had some kind of good question for us.
I think we
dog.
tell an embarrassing story about Willie or something like that.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're going to
it
keep
has.
referencing that one. That is no lie.
But first, before we get into that, let's go ahead and thank all of our listeners. Y'all subscribing and adding the show to y'all's daily life, man. We appreciate that. Do y'all know what are we at right now? Have y'all looked last?
Views?
Yeah, views.
720.
720.
As of today. I checked it out.
That's pretty good.
We're real close.
Sounds like a Tony Hawk move on his video game.
That was a 720.
720,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually did the 1080. The first guy that did 1080.
I think so.
It was a
Yeah.
1080 on a half pipe, I think.
Hey, if we were at 1080, we'd be drinking Whistle Pig tonight.
Oh yeah.
That's true. We would
Yep.
be. We're getting close, y'all.
Keep working on
720, just 280 more.
think
280 more.
We might get there. I'm gonna say end of January or this month, beginning of February for sure.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I think so. The way it's been rolling, I think we are.
Yeah. We need to, you know what we need to do? We need to start doing some lives. That way people can start talking a little trash while we're here and we get to read it.
Oh, yeah.
Answer
we
back
think
a
we
little
would get
bit.
a
fire
lot.
off.
Yeah.
Fire off back.
I know a few people that would like to fire off on us.
You know there'd be some trash talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I aggravated one last night a little bit after the Texans beat his beloved Bolts Chargers.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he's already not going to be happy because of that.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then I guess UT, his other team, they lost.
Yeah, I'm a UT
Yeah, hey,
fan
what was that?
too,
That was-
so me and him share the agony on that one. a
His
little
was
bit.
back-to-back heartache, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
played one night
was.
after another.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure did.
Ooh, that was rough.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that Texas game was going to go down.
And I knew Ohio State would be tough.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be a close game too.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason it looked so far apart was that scoop and score, like 83-yard scoop and score off a sack fumble,
Yeah.
like late in the game. Yeah, that's the only reason it was 28-14 instead of 21-14.
God dang.
Man.
Yeah, I hadn't watched Ohio play at all. So I watched Texas play a few times, but I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch most. I only saw like clips afterwards, so I didn't really get to see the game. But I've heard a lot of people throwing some opinions out there. But at the end of the day, man,
Fire the coach.
Yeah.
Fire the coach.
yeah, I'm not gonna
get rid of him.
I'm not gonna pretend I know better than Steve Sarkisian, dude. Like,
They were saying, what were they saying if we would have started Manning, or I guess they would have won or something
Oh
like that?
yeah.
Oh.
If you start one, they're gonna say the other one should have
Yeah.
played, and
I mean, you want to talk about that? I can say I think next year it's the
Manning
I think
show?
it's the Archie Manning show next year. I think so.
well, Ewers is declaring for the draft, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought I heard he was.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
I
I didn't
heard
see
that.
that
Because he's got one more. Technically, he has one more year, right?
They said he was thinking about sticking around, but
Oh, really?
maybe. I kind of figured he might want to rethink that because the writing might be on the wall. Like,
Yeah.
not necessarily that they want to get rid of him, but it is kind of. I think it is kind of time to move on with Archie Manning.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah. Jump in the NFL, let Archie take over, and
Yeah.
everybody's happy.
I think they're going to pay him off like, hey, we'll give you this amount of money just to say you enter the draft. We don't care if you make it
Yeah.
or not,
I mean,
as long as you go.
I don't.
Your
Is it
bonus.
too late for him to enter the transfer portal?
Oh,
Oh
no.
man,
Man down.
What did you do? What the?
some slight technical
What kind of
difficulties here.
Chinese, Japanese stuff is this? Where did that come from?
Is there like a curse or
Ain't like
something
a
like
dog.
that?
Ain't like a dog or nothing down there, huh?
No.
I don't know.
They didn't jerk on the cord or nothing.
I don't know. It felt kind of cold when that happened. Maybe you had a ghost or something happen. I don't know.
Not cool, Casper. Not cool.
Yeah, tell Casper to
That's
piss
not
off.
nice. That scared the shit out of me.
Piss off, Casper.
He's awake now.
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that.
This will wake you up right here too.
That's on Pendleton.
Well, let's go ahead and get to our warm-up question.
Sure.
Warm-up question I got, since it's 2025, the new year, new me stuff. What is y'all's goal for this year? What do y'all, I don't care if it's like individually or, something y'all want to accomplish. I don't know. You want to start it off, Willie?
Well, I feel like every year I probably have the same old cliche. I need to lose a little weight, but I mean that's true this year. I need to lose a little weight. Kind of.
Yeah.
Now, how I'm going to do that, I don't.
Don't
Just try to eat less is my
don't go here.
goal.
Just at that table. Like me yesterday and today
Yeah.
on the way home.
Yeah, that and continue to travel. That's what me and the wife try to do. We travel as
yeah,
much.
man.
We do as much as we can. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool goal to have right there, especially the traveling part. Mm-hmm. Yep. What you got, Rick?
Man, I don't know. I've kind of been wanting to spend more time on the place. Like I've been enjoying messing with the cows more, like doing that type of stuff. Kind of, I guess, spending so much time in the shop, messing with the cars and stuff like that. Like I still enjoy that, but I kind of have fun just being out on a tractor, like shredding, whether you're, trying to get something else, planting another hay patch going. Like I've been kind of enjoying that. Just
hell yeah.
probably spend a little more time doing that maybe.
Sure, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
And definitely laying off the Whataburger.
Oh, okay. Kind of what I was talking about a little bit there.
Yeah. I was stepping back into Willie's. Willie had the right one for me too.
Yeah, I like that Whataburger too.
Yeah,
I know I spoke against it once. Seth likes to remind me of that. But,
I'm sure he will again.
oh, yeah, that'll never end.
Yeah. I don't know. The way they keep on bringing out their food to me, I probably won't go back. Every time I eat Whataburger, it's just bad. Nasty.
Really?
I don't know if my taste buds are changing. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like it's not like what it used to be.
Well, I didn't go in a while, and now that I'm driving through Cuero a lot for work, there's one just like
Yeah.
literally right there where I come out, and I'm like,
Yep.
eh. And then I swung in there twice. I haven't eaten there in a while, and I went in there the last 2 days now. Like when I started, then I do it like 2 or 3 days, and then I'm like, all right, get the hell away.
I'm not trying to like put down Cuero, but really nothing there that like stands out to you as far as like a restaurant
Nah.
goes.
Hey, you know what's pretty good? The
Hasn't-
Con House.
Yes, the pecan
But
house.
you got to be in the mood, kind of like for the sandwich kind of deal.
I'll give them some nod, but like that's where my supervisor loves to go there, so they go there a lot. And I mean, I'm never going to turn it down. If they
Yeah.
want to bring us lunch, because that's the only time I eat it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't get old because of that, but at the same time, like I don't know. I probably wouldn't go there when I'm off work because I get so
Yeah.
much. For we always get that as a gift to us while we're at work. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like
when you already eat it so much at work, and then it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there when I'm off.
But I mean, it is a good place.
Hey, they
I'll
take
give
us
them-
every now and then. They take us to Gonzales to Running them, and
Running them's pretty good.
Cow Palace and Gonzales.
My dad likes to go
Dude,
there.
that place is good.
Yeah.
wait, is that the one by the sale barn?
Yes,
it is. a
Oh,
Silver
yeah,
one,
yeah. Okay.
My pops and my aunt and uncle they do that a lot on Friday. Not every Friday, but they
Yeah.
go there. They'll go because they go to Gonzales, do their shopping. Go to
Yeah.
HEB.
Yeah.
And they'll go eat at Cow Palace.
Yeah.
Man, another one I like going to is Baker Boys. That's the other one
Oh,
they take us
yeah.
to every now and then.
Yeah, I like Baker Boys. I
It's,
know one time I went in there, I wasn't super impressed, but
Really?
we've ate there again since, and it was pretty good.
Man, I love them pork steaks.
Yeah.
Was
If y'all
it
ever,
Tuesday?
if y'all ever in Gonzales during the weekday, run by. It used to be called Guerra's Grill, but now it's Perro's Grill.
Mm-hmm.
You got some pretty good burgers over there.
Where's that one at?
It's right by the museum. What's that museum in town?
Can't remember.
Where it's got the swimming pool in front of it, whatever you want to call it, the waterfront deal.
Huh?
I don't know.
It's right off to the left
I don't know
side. It's a
Gonzales that
small-
good.
yeah,
Is it like downtown or?
you know how you go by the what is it? The Frisbee golf course.
Yeah,
They got-
yeah.
So,
Oh
go
yeah, that
down-
little road kind
Yeah.
of goes through the
the
middle
little
of town.
city park right
you go
there.
down
Yeah.
that- I think you go down that road. Then I think you need to take I'm trying to think. You take a right by the school, by one of the. Well, actually, no, it's by that museum. Take a right by that museum, and it's either on the left or on the right on the side street. I can't remember.
Huh.
Yeah,
I can't
but it's now called Paris Grill.
I'll have to look that up.
He's got
Isn't
some
there a
pretty-
seafood place over there too? Now
It'll be hard to find. There was.
There's a
They did crawfish and
Yeah.
stuff briefly.
or there
too.
was a
It
what was it called,
just-
crack crab or
Okay, so
what's it
yeah.
called?
Yeah, that's what it was.
now
called.
that one is a bistro.
Okay.
And
really?
dude, I looked at the menus or the menu for like an entree. It's like $50 a plate.
Oh,
the main
God.
course, yeah, but it's like fresh food and it's like bison,
high-end stuff.
high end stuff. Yeah,
Dang.
I really miss Templin Saloon.
I never had the pizza over there.
Yeah, I had it once, and then I've had it brought home to me, but I actually ate inside there once, and
Really?
like that, I thought that place. I can't believe it didn't do better. They had a little stage out in the back, like could
That's
have
what I
live
heard,
music, and they
Man.
did have live music sometimes. And man, I always kind of wondered why that place, kind of went under,
Yeah.
because the pizza was so good.
Hey, there's another barbecue place downtown, right? With a city market or
yeah,
something.
there's
City
a,
Market?
it ain't bad.
You know that?
I've ate there a few
The
times.
one in Luling's better though.
Oh yeah, that one over there is
Yeah.
real good.
yeah,
We were
for sure.
going. Where were we going? Creedmoor or something like that. That some of Brittany's family.
Yeah,
And we stopped in there and got like just a little bit of everything, like a little bit of ribs, brisket, and they just wrapped it all in that butcher paper, whatever, like little deals. And we opened it up, man. We were just that was
there's
good.
another good barbecue place in Welder. It's actually in a convenience store. You walk in the convenience store, and then you keep on going straight to the back, and there's a little door right there. You walk through the door, and the barbecue shack's back there.
Oh, really?
I can't remember the name of it, but he's been there for years, dude.
A bunch of little places you wouldn't
Yeah.
even know unless
Yeah.
somebody told you.
If we're
It's
gonna
crazy.
talk barbecue, I'll make the suggestion, to go for y'all to go to Burnt Bean and Seguin.
Oh yeah, I've heard that
Yeah,
one.
I've
a
heard
lot.
about that one too.
We've stopped.
That's one you got to stand in line. Is that the one you got
yeah.
to stand
Well,
there?
we got there a little later in the lunch, so they were sold out of a few things. But by the time we got in there, so we didn't wait in line very long because the line wasn't long when we got there anymore. But we still got brisket, and I still got sausage, and we got
Dang.
ribs, and yeah. That's probably some of the best like restaurant barbecue I've ever had.
Dang.
Yeah, for sure.
I said one time we went to Lockhart for the Hot Rodders and Hatters deal.
Oh yeah.
I think me and your dad got the
Oh, that big rib, that beef rib or
yeah,
whatever.
it was
right?
like a dinosaur rib or something.
thing
like
was
that.
huge.
It was
Lord.
huge, man. It was
Oh
like
my
$50,
God.
man. It
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it like $40 just for the rib with no side?
it really wasn't that good either, man.
Burnt Bean, I think, was still on the top 10 on the Texas Monthly.
Yeah,
Barbecue
I've always
joints.
heard good about
it.
that.
It was
place.
number 3 or 4 there for a bit, and I think it was like number 8 or 9 on the last edition they put out.
Dang.
And then another place I've always wanted to go to, and I still haven't been, and don't know if I ever will because of how early you got to freaking get there. Snows in Lexington.
Oh yeah, that lady, that older lady that runs
Tootsie,
it, right?
Tootsie, yeah.
Yeah.
Her name's Tootsie Nets, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a tough lady.
She's probably pushing 90 now.
God damn.
So when they made that show on Netflix, she was like 86 already.
Really?
Yeah.
She's pretty, gets around pretty good for her age.
Yeah.
Still working hard. Golly.
Yep.
I'm sure that keeps you going though too when you're getting up there that far. Like, get that high in age.
Yeah,
You got
no-
something to get up and go do, and it's like this is
Oh,
what I do
yeah.
every day. You got a routine, and she's pretty good shape for that age.
Yeah. She is. And I'll just throw one more in there is K Spetzel Barbecue Company in Shiner at the brewery, obviously.
I still
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been there yet.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard people talk about that KB's in Victoria too. Have you eaten there?
I know where it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a funny location. It's off the 87
yeah.
coming in the, like you come through Cuero.
It's off to the right.
Yeah.
ain't
Off,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
off to the right.
I
up
know
there.
exactly where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen somebody wearing a hat one day, and I was like, "You eaten there before?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's good. It's real good." And I was like,
Huh.
Huh?
I might have.
Huh.
I think I've had stuff there before, but I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was.
Well, I would drive by and see the pit smoking, but I never knew, like, it didn't really look like a restaurant when they first started. It was like kind of like a trailer almost.
Yeah.
And then they kind of made like a little building, and then kind of, I guess they turned it into kind of a restaurant a little bit.
I know there's some older places down there too. Like, and I don't think I've ever ate at them.
Mumford's,
Mumford's, and then was it Uncle Mutt's or?
Uncle Mutt's is
Yes.
Navarro off the main drag
Yes.
next to the potholes.
That's been there for years. Yeah,
They
watch
serve
out.
fish over there?
Don't
Yeah,
don't hit that guy
Fishing
sitting
ain't good.
on the chair fishing.
fishing ain't that good.
Oh my gosh.
Go to Uncle Mutt's, you might get some barbecue though.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are making my challenge hard because I was my goal for this year is to eat less and lose some weight.
It's a good goal. I mean,
Hard to do. Hard to do.
I know we
Dang.
kind of veered off of that, and Dollar didn't answer yet.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Good.
One thing leads to another sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we usually do it though.
Yeah, you know, where Fat Boy was talking about food over here for 45 minutes and didn't even know Dollar didn't answer.
Good. Dude, crawfish season's coming in too, and
Oh, yeah.
that's
Well,
a vice for me, man.
I'm gonna pig
That is
out
a
on
vice.
that.
Oh,
So-
me too. I can't miss crawfish season.
That's just how it's going to be. I
mean,
might cut back on the potatoes and
Yes.
sausage, though.
Well, see, we're trying to do a low carb thing.
Yeah.
You know, I said like that's what the wife's pushing, and I'm trying to help her follow that as much as I can. And
Yeah.
Just do the
so, like the
diet.
sausage, sausage would be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'll have to cut out the potatoes and the corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the carnivore deal at work.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
lot
man,
of lot of
it's everywhere.
carbs and potatoes and corn, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of stuff about that carnivore diet, but I've never done it myself. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of curious.
You can
I
still
mean-
eat green, like your green vegetables.
Yeah,
just as
yeah.
long as it's low carb. Yeah.
You know, it almost seems like a lot of it's similar to like keto.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of just seems like you're cutting your sugars. It's kind of the same process, like kicking your body into ketosis or whatever, making it burn fat instead of
Yeah.
sugar. So that's how I understood it was. You're taking the sugar away so that your body will burn the fat because we eat so much sugar, drink so much sugar. It just basically runs off of sugar instead of burning fat, and that's why we just pig out.
I'll be
That's why
living
we're-
off of 0-calorie drinks and zero sugar sodas for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, my coffee creamer, I've been using a zero sugar, and
So I don't use creamer in my coffee. I just use honey.
it
strictly
would be
honey.
better if I
My
did that.
coffee, I use nothing. That's just black.
I do that too, but if I got honey, I'm a pour a little honey. in
You could
mine.
argue that I don't have taste buds. I know.
No, I agree with you. There is some coffee that you don't need to put anything in there. Just
Yeah.
enjoy
Oh, yeah.
the taste.
Hey, when I did the
Oh.
keto deal, when I'm like really pushing to lose weight, I drink black coffee.
Yeah.
But I don't really like. It's not. I learned with coffee, it's more about habit. You drink coffee because it's
Yeah.
like, hey, get up in the morning, it's cold, like especially in the wintertime. Summertime, I kind of back off the coffee, but wintertime, it's kind of like, oh man, it's cold, it's warm,
You ever done this would kind of ruin this diet we're talking about, but pour a pack of Swiss Miss and then put your coffee on top of it, just mix it up. We always call it the oil filled mocha latte.
Oh yeah, I hadn't tried that one.
Before.
Yep, nice and easy.
Yeah, no, I've been doing they got the Italian Irish cream, I think, like a
Bailey's.
no.
You
I
ever
can't drink that at work.
You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? Oh,
No,
y'all know what I'm talking about, do you?
no.
Oh, Old Greg.
Sounds like it's off of a movie or something.
It's from Old Greg. The old Greg skit.
Oh, Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg V.
Oh well, Chachi.
Start going initials. again.
Chachi
GB?
actually
GB?
makes that like sound like talking like that guy from what I'm talking about when he references his dad sometimes.
Oh yeah.
The way you call
Oh
it.
yeah, I guess y'all didn't know what he. Dude, this is like 20-year-old YouTube skit. I'll have to find it for you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Old Greg. Listeners might know what I'm talking about. I'm sure there's some listeners that will know.
Yeah. Some of them old ones that know.
Old, old like me, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
Here we
I
go, the
didn't-
old jokes
I didn't
again.
say that. You know they got to come out once a podcast.
At least.
I don't even put it in my notes. It just comes natural. I don't even put Oh, that's trashy.
Well, let's move on to Tricky Ricky's news.
Oh,
Oh, you want to hear the news?
Yeah.
rock around,
I wish-
tricky.
Yeah, I wish I had some news music for you.
Hey, tricky. Oh.
Yeah, I need like an intro. Will he stand up and dance or something? You can dance in the background and be like background dancer.
Hey, what's that? What's that guy? He had the iPad. He was dancing. You remember that little skit he had?
Oh man,
No,
I feel
man.
like I did, but I can't.
Oh,
It
he
just
was-
like
he was-
came and went away.
He was jamming. It was that white dude, and he was nerdy.
The guy with the. Are you talking about the one that was like dressed like a news anchor at that time?
He was a news anchor.
They were playing. What was that song they
was
were
that?
playing?
And he had two iPads. I got.
Where they at though?
Yeah, where they at? Though, yeah.
They were dancing
Where
with
they
that.
at, though?
And there was like another lady sitting there next to her,
Yeah, she-
wasn't it? And she was looking
She
at
was
him like, "What the hell?"
It was
is
like
he doing?
it was like
Just,
early
weird.
morning news deal too.
They're playing Where They At though, and he's sitting there. He's just like dancing. He got the iPad and he's like dancing, and they just keep moving the camera angles on him. I was like, "Oh man, I bet she's ready to quit."
Oh man.
We'll do that. We'll do that on the next pod.
Yeah, we'll have to practice.
Put that
for
Where They
one.
At though in the
Yeah.
background.
Where they at?
Do our national days. Well,
What you got? What you got?
it is Pharmacist Day.
Ooh.
So
Something with my cough going on, you know.
Yeah.
Probably some pharmacists thinking that
They
boy,
probably, need
that
your
boy
money.
Yeah, that boy needs to spend some money with us.
yeah, just like slam your insurance for lots of money.
Pharmacists, I wonder if they're going to be affected when RFK Jr. gets in office.
Yeah,
You know,
That's a
Trump
good
and all that.
question.
I wonder how that's all going to play out for them.
Okay, this is kind of on topic, but maybe off a little bit, but like pharmacy techs. Do you know they're using AI now to create robots to basically replace pharmacy techs?
I heard about
Really?
that. Yep.
Because pharmacy techs mostly, I mean, they have other responsibilities, I'm sure, but like they're the ones that actually fill prescriptions.
yeah.
So now they're talking about having robots or machines that'll actually fill all the bottles, and then
Give you
you'll
the
still have
right
a pharmacist, a full pharmacist that has to sign off on it.
Yeah.
But like this could possibly replace pharmacy techs,
Golly.
which is
That's
pretty.
kinda scary.
That's a middle class job that they might
Yeah.
they could eliminate.
Yeah, I bet there's gonna be a lot of them go with that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure more jobs than just that. But that's just because we're talking about pharmacists.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of, I've heard about this from sources I won't name.
Oh,
Who's
you,
your sources?
you and Obama been talking? Or what's going on here?
Oh, it's him and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
You part of that Clinton
he's
Foundation.
gonna have us whacked.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Good answer.
Well, if you know a ginger, it's a Kiss a Ginger Day.
I'm not a ginger.
Gingers don't have souls, they say.
It might take your soul.
There's a whole South Park episode about it.
Hey.
Dude, like
We want ginger listeners too. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna kiss you. You can shove it.
I think we had this.
sorry, I'm not trying to piss off the gingers today.
There was another
I know,
type
I
It
know.
of
was, yeah,
Ginger
it was
Day.
with Seth. Yeah, it was with Seth. We had that.
Yeah.
What
It wasn't like gingerbread day, was it, or something?
No,
No, it was something with
ginger.
like ginger.
Or ginger snaps, or ginger.
Because you remember,
He made fun of my beard.
yeah, we were
"Dollar's
like, was
ginger."
Dollar technically a ginger?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that was a few podcasts ago. It's been a while.
Yeah,
That was like our third one, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he was here. He was here for the third and fourth, right?
Yeah.
yeah. He
Yeah.
did the back to back. We
Election
had the
special
election
and-
night special. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's it would be Rush Limbaugh's birthday.
Oh,
He passed in 21. He was born in 1951.
dude.
Dang.
I was just watching some of that stuff the other day. Well, of course, I was watching because I sent that meme to in the group chat or whatever, where he was getting all hyped up and he was doing all that kind of dance and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, it's like, what would his thoughts right? What would he be saying on the air right now with all this crazy shit going on?
Oh,
He would be
Oh
losing it.
man, yeah, he would.
He always had something to say. That was for sure.
Yeah, he did.
He came up with.
And he didn't care how it came out. either.
No, he was
No.
gonna. You didn't have to guess how he felt.
No. Man.
Here's another person that's pretty interesting to listen to. Howard Stern. His birthday's today.
He's still going on.
Really?
It says 1954 to present, still living.
Wow.
So he turned 70 today.
70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 71, I'm sorry.
71,
He
yeah.
turned 71 today.
Really?
Sorry, my math was a little, shiner like. Just kidding.
Hey.
My math teachers were good. Sorry.
Hey, let's call them out. Let's say names. Yeah, his cough came back all of a sudden.
It's time to pour some of this Pendleton for that cough.
Oh, man. Instead of hearing that, you hear a
I can't do it.
There you go. For everyone at home, this is what I'm drinking.
Oh, wait, hang on. There you go. There you go. I'd have moved it. There it is.
Oh,
No, you're good. You're
oh,
good. That's
back,
right there.
back and forth.
You got a little half of Richter's face in there. There you go.
Hey, whoa. Hey,
This is compliments of Mr. Richter over here too. Thank
Hey.
you, sir.
hey, why you put my face in there with that?
Because you brought the whiskey, so
Oh, okay.
Prost.
Oh, yeah.
Prost.
Cheers.
Yeah, we didn't have no Shiner beer today. It's first pod in a while.
I know what the hell, man. Like,
We're slacking.
dang, I guess I could have stopped and got something.
I know we've had a stash for the last few, but finally worked through it.
What you going after there, Dollar?
I'm giving you some screwball.
He going for the
He's
screwball.
getting screwed up.
Get turned up, screwed up.
And the place with chopped and screw,
I
we
was
pouring
about
that.
to say, man.
It's not too bad.
Not bad,
too
not
bad.
bad.
There we go.
I like that.
Hey, Wyatt, since y'all are drinking, did y'all see a bunch of the news articles about how they're linking? This is messed up. Linking cancer to alcohol.
What?
Yeah, you see that?
No.
So I had one of the news stations on the other day, and it popped up and it said they're linking alcohol to cancer, and they were like listing a bunch of the cancers, and I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, as much cancer is out there, and just it seems like it's more and more and more. But I mean, you think about it, we as Americans, we drink a lot of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Like lots
true.
of alcohol.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I mean, I
Not
feel
just
like
us,
some
but-
of that wasn't exactly a surprise. Like,
Yeah.
people who drank a lot typically got like throat cancer, stomach cancer.
Yeah.
Like, that's not exactly news to me. I mean, I don't know what else they're trying to link to it now. Maybe there's a bunch more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's. I saw that come. Like I've never heard them say, "Oh, we're really pushing, thinking this is what caused it," and then that popped up, and I was like, "Man, that's maybe they're starting to." There's so many things. I mean, everything you touch, drink. I mean, you can't buy anything that probably doesn't.
oh, you
push
can't.
that direction.
Yeah, I mean, all the processed food and shit we eat, like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
We listen to other pods like Sean Ryan and
yeah.
those type of guys. They talk about that all the time, man. Like, and I love how they promote a lot of stuff that's natural.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guessing a lot of his sponsors are probably people who, companies that sell natural, type foods.
They talked about some stuff like they went down to Mexico and did like for a week, and like it cleared the whole mind. I'm like, I wish I could do that, man. Just to experience it.
Yeah.
I forgot what the drug was called. It was not even a drug. It's a natural type of deal, and it makes you, I guess, get all the crud out of you, like you're out of your head. Wise, he said it actually helped his Sean Ryan. It helped his PTSD or whatever.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean,
Did you see
Anything
the
that
stuff
helps those
Rogan
guys.
and Mel Gibson were talking about?
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
interesting too. What's that blue? What do they call it? Something blue.
Dang it. I was just listening to it the other
He
day.
said what it was used for. It was like a dye for foods or
Yes,
something
it
like
is a
that. I
dye,
think he
yeah.
said. But there's a name for it. It's something blue. That was one thing he brought up, and
what was it for?
and then the first thing they were saying was the ivermectin. It was a mixture of that ivermectin, and then what's the other thing that they take with it that's been helping with
Ivermectin
cancer?
and,
Certain cancers, I guess.
yeah, I just saw-
Finn Bennett. Start with the F or something like that. I don't remember.
saw that the
But
other
I just heard them talking about it, and then they listed there was a link to that whatever the food dye
Yeah, it's a
stuff
food
was. And
dye.
I was like, I didn't even hear that one until like a day or two ago.
Yeah,
actually.
he said the blue dye does something to the
Your mitochondria.
yeah, the mitochondria.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah, we're doctors now.
on.
Yeah.
We listen to TikTok.
Yep. And Joe Rogan.
This was a Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah,
Him and-
Joe Rogan.
It was like a-
Mel
yeah,
Gibson.
it was a
okay.
clip.
He had one
Yeah.
with Mel Gibson. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to one of his in a bit. So
No, this
Yeah.
one was a good one. Usually when Mel Gibson's on, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you know
Love
another
Mel Gibson,
person
man.
when I think about Mel Gibson, thinking about like conservative guys. You know how you were talking about Tim Allen? Did y'all see his new show?
Oh, dude, yeah, I watched
yes.
it. Yes. Shifting
Yeah.
Gears.
Shifting
yes.
Gears. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
watched
I guess
it
his
the other
daughter
night.
drives in a car that he'd been missing forever.
Yeah.
I actually want to watch. I'm
It's got
excited to watch that
Sean
show.
William Scott on there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
I was
like-
surprised.
Yeah.
I was
He's a
like,
mechanic
really?
in his shop, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Stifler?
Yeah, it's still
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Is he gay in real life?
I don't know.
I heard that he was.
I
heard
heard
that,
that,
too.
but he was like the super ladies man in the American Pie movie.
Oh,
That's what was
yeah.
so funny. It's like, what?
I literally saw a meme the other day where it was him on like the third movie, and he's trying to like impress the gay guy.
Oh, yeah, and they're
I'd
doing the
make you
dance
wanna
off.
Fuck me, yeah, like that. And he does the dance off, and
Dollar, clip it. Clip that.
I think they were playing
That little
Maniac,
section.
like from the '80s. Maniac,
Maniac,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was
Oh, that was
the meme was when you get called into work and you're coming in knowing that that you're the best employee they have, and you're gonna fix the shit that's messed up. And he comes in, he's like, toot, 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 toot.
I can hear that like electronic
a
piano
kid,
going in the background.
Oh man.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh man, I ain't seen those movies in a while.
Yeah.
I just made myself want to watch all of them again,
How old are those movies now?
dude.
We were talking about
When
that
did they
last
come out?
pod, ain't it?
I want to say the first American Pie came out in like '99.
I think it was 99.
So
'cause I asked-
26 years.
Damn, y'all are old. Yeesh.
Fuck you.
I'm only 26 years old. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm still 19 in my brain. I mean,
Yeah.
Wow.
In my mind, I'm a lot younger than I am. But then my knees remind me.
yeah. Well, this cold weather reminds me. God.
Yeah.
It ain't no lie.
I used to never get cold. Now I'm like, jacket. I don't think Willie's really cold though. He got Crocs on.
He sure does.
He got
I love my Crocs, damn it. These fools know me. I've been wearing Crocs since we were like 18. Well,
He
maybe
invented Crocs.
maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been pretty close to 18. Like
Yeah.
I've had Crocs forever. Like since not long after they came out.
I remember Nance left some in my house one time. I don't. There's no way they fit him. They had to be like 15s. 'Cause I remember I was
Good
like, where the
Lord.
hell did I get? Because I had a pair of camel ones like that, and they were like 11 and a half, 12, you know. And then there's some by my door, and he had come for the weekend that time.
Oh Lord.
And I look and I'm like, where the hell did these come from? And I remember seeing him wearing them. I'm like, you do not wear size 15 Crocs. And I think
He
I
probably
don't
took
know
it
what
from
he
his
was
dad
doing.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, like
What the hell?
you like them socks?
Yeah.
Sexy, ain't
You're
it?
supposed to wear them high socks. Them.
Oh
Yeah, you
The
got
dad socks.
You're fitting. You're doing the dude vibe right now. That's what you got.
The dude. What's that? What the hell is that movie?
Big Lebowski. Is it?
Yes, the Big
Lebowski.
Lebowski. Dude, that's like
Is
one of
that
my favorite movies.
Jeff Bridges? Is that
Yeah,
his
it
name?
is Jeff Bridges.
The wife
yeah.
and I every once in a
Yeah.
while will actually have a White Russian night, and we'll watch The Big Lebowski.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like once in a blue moon, maybe once a year we might do it, or once every year, couple years. But yeah, definitely love that movie. Well, like that's just your opinion, man.
Man. That's a funny show.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, talk about the socks and Crocs. I used to work with he was the lead man I had when I was at Dairy Farmers years ago. Good guy. He was an older guy. I think I'd imagine he's retired by now. You know, old Stu, if you're listening to this, shout out to you, man. But like, he literally he was in the Gypsy Motorcycle Club. Like, he was a part of the Gypsies, and
Yeah.
like I thought he actually got a tattoo, and it was an alligator, like a crocodile with socks on,
Really?
because they called him Crocs and Socks,
Crocs and socks.
because he always wore Crocs and socks.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
That's funny.
Good dude, good dude. He had this long beard, and he was white hair, and like, dude, we all, everyone referred to him as Gandalf.
You shall not pass.
You have a big stick.
No, he didn't have that, but yep.
He took that. What was the president that said that? Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
speak softly and
softly.
carry a big stick. That's what he
Took that
said.
to heart.
Yeah. He had a big stick. Well, I got some wild card weekend games.
Oh, roll with it.
Yeah, Willie likes this one. What about the Texans over the Chargers? 32
Hell
to 12.
yeah, hell yeah.
Man,
Herbert 4 picks. Oh, Seth. I know 2 of them really probably weren't his fault, but
Seth's got a love affair with Herbert. I call him Chocolate Sherbert. And he was definitely Chocolate Sherbert yesterday.
oh yeah, that wasn't
the
that was
Chocolate
not-
Sherbert version showed up yesterday.
Well, the Chargers were like listed first in defense like halfway through the year, wasn't it? I mean,
I think they were up
their
there pretty
defense was
high
on
in
point.
points scored too. Like
Yeah,
dude, like every stat they were showing why like the Chargers were going to win yesterday.
yeah,
And hell, even Rex Ryan, how about his hot take? You hear what he said?
yeah.
Well, I didn't know the Chargers had a bye week too this week. He said that.
Well, he's eating crow today.
Oh hell yeah, he is. He's eating some freaking charred crow,
That
blackened crow.
I didn't really think the Texans were playing all that hot lately either, and then they came in and they didn't look too bad yesterday.
They showed up yesterday. The defense, I'll give the props to the defense. They showed up yesterday.
Yeah, because it was halftime and Chargers had 6 points, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I knew they had a good defense. They beefed up in the offseason on defense. Danielle Hunter, and they drafted Will Anderson the year before, and they picked up some linebackers, including Shair, who actually he was back yesterday for the first game after a suspension. He
really?
missed the rest of the regular season for a suspension.
dang.
Yeah.
well, maybe it was smart. They're saving up for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's healthy for the playoffs, so I guess in the end of the day, like
ain't
it ended
banged up.
didn't hurt him that damn bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they better pay.
Yeah,
that
they didn't
man,
look too
though.
bad. Mixon looked really good yesterday.
Yes, he did lose a fumble for the first
Yeah.
time in like 1,100 carries or
Yeah.
touches.
At least he got away with a good one.
Yes, it was like 1,083 touches. It was his first lost fumble in like almost 1,100 touches.
Man.
Wow.
I remember
no joke. Yeah,
I remember he cut that run to the outside and scored, and they're like, "That's why we picked up 28." And I was like, "That was definitely." I wasn't sure if that was a good fit, which I'm no coach, but I didn't know if that was going to be a good fit. But it definitely is.
Yep.
He looked like a stud yesterday.
And like Stroud using his legs yesterday, like where did that come from?
Yeah,
Like he's always scared. Like I felt like he was just scared in that pocket to take off running.
yeah.
And yesterday, especially in that second half, he burned that Chargers
did what he had
defense
to
a few
do.
times. Yes, he did.
He was getting to the first down.
I think he had like
Sometimes very
one of those
close.
was a huge run. Like he picked up 27 yards.
Yeah.
and like they were behind the sticks too. Like it was like on like a second or third and like 15, and he picked up like 27 yards.
Man.
Dang.
Yeah, that was. They looked pretty. I mean, they were picking up good yards, and I remember they got all the way down. And I think Stroud threw that one pick.
Well,
but
they thought
I
it
couldn't
was a
remember they
pick.
called it back. Yeah, and I was like,
that
"Oh
one,
man!"
don't give me that one. Pissed me off.
They drove so nicely all the way down.
He threw a jump ball to his tight end, which who's the tight end? He came from the Cowboys.
Schultz.
Schultz. So he threw a jump ball to Dalton Schultz, like a one-on-one type, one of those 50-50 balls.
Mm-hmm.
And guy picks it off in front of him, and clear as day, Schultz pushes him down. Pushes the defender down. Well, they don't blow the play dead. He gets up with the ball and proceeds to return it 35 yards.
Oh yeah.
And then Mixon got like a blindside like hit that they called a 15-yard penalty on in the process of this return.
even though it should have been called dead.
It should have been dead
Yeah,
just from Schultz bringing him down. I don't know how you missed that part. I get
Yeah.
missing that it actually wasn't an interception because that was hard to see,
Mm-hmm.
without seeing a replay. And then, then it ended up not even being an interception. So then
They got penalized for something
they
that
still
should have
give
been
them
blown dead.
Yes, they still give them the 15-yard penalty, and it becomes 2nd and 30.
I heard them talking about that during the game because they said that they've kind of been advising them, sometimes they make the wrong call right away. So they kept telling them, we're going to let it play out and then make the call at the
Right.
very end. Well, that's what sucks about letting it play out. They got penalized for something that shouldn't even, it should have been dead.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
those right
I
there
don't know
could
where
have
to
cost a game
call
right
that.
there.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Yep.
I don't know what to say is right on that one. I don't know, because if Mixon did some kind of like unsportsman kind of conduct, whatever, what did they even call him for? I don't even remember.
He did kind of hit somebody when he.
Oh
you know,
yeah, that's what it was.
he laid someone out when he shouldn't have.
He kind of blindsided the hell out of that dude. I did see that.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was thinking, well, it's hard because yes, he did do that, and I guess he should be penalized. But then again, that would have never happened if you blown the play
Yeah.
dead. So that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough
I don't know
spot.
how you don't miss him getting pushed down.
Yeah,
I don't know how you missed that.
yeah, that was.
That one seemed obvious.
I think I
I
could've made that
get
call.
missing. Yeah, I get missing the fact that it wasn't an interception because the ball moved when he went down to the ground.
Yeah.
I get that because that's not easy to see. But I just didn't get how the hell did you not blow that play dead right then?
Yep.
I didn't get that part.
Yeah,
And then proceed to enforce a 15-yard penalty on a return that never even should have happened.
yeah.
Just
That's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Well, it'll be what? Texans,
it all worked
Chiefs
out in the
now?
end. Yep, Texans
Yep.
Chiefs. It all worked out in the end.
When is that, next Saturday?
I guess
I thought I saw it. I can't remember the
I
date.
did just see something. I didn't see if they actually announced the time yet.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, I saw that Texans. So it'll be Texans Chiefs and that Ravens Steelers game. That was something.
Who
was
was that
interesting.
game?
That was a
Ravens
was a-
28-14.
Dang.
So
that was a really good day for Derrick Henry.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of interesting to watch that too, because there was about 6 plays where Lamar just pulled it, because it was 21-0 at halftime. They kind of slacked off in the second half, you could tell, but it was 21-0 at halftime. So what he was doing is they knew that they were going to key Derrick Henry, and there's T.J. Watt coming downhill every time. Whoever was like the running back was, they kept doing the same play just to make them get off of Derrick Henry and respect Lamar.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that the Ravens didn't have last year that was pretty good is, so you'd have Derrick Henry coming in front, he'd pull the handoff, and then here's T.J. Watt just flying in. He would never even look at Lamar and just smoke whoever the running back is. So it would be Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, whoever was back there. And Lamar pulled it about 5 or 6 times on that one drive and just ran it 10, 12 yards, 15 yards. And they said, we're going to do that until they respect Derrick Henry or they respect Lamar.
Yeah.
And then what they were trying to do is open Derrick Henry up.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, when they started going to Henry after that, because at first it was kind of like, they're moving the ball, but like Derrick isn't getting open,
Yeah.
So they pulled it like 5 or 6 times, and the next thing you know, they started handing off to Derrick, and boy, he was getting some yards. They did I don't know which quarter that was, but they put him back in like a wildcat, and they hiked it straight to him, and he faked like a handoff to somebody coming around, like an end around, and he took off, and it was like that was the one you might have seen clips if you looked at TikTok today, but he stiff armed the hell out of that Fitzpatrick, the Steelers. Forget what position he played. I don't know if he's in the secondary or what, but he busted like a 30-something yard run and just Debo's the hell out of that dude.
Oh man.
I'm glad they got to tackle him, and I don't. That dude is. Oh my gosh.
That's a man amongst boys, man.
Yeah.
That is a man amongst
That is
boys.
I guess you could say a mini version of Jerome Bettis.
Oh my god.
Bus.
The bus.
Man.
Man, I remember those days, dude.
Oh.
I remember those Steelers teams with old Big Ben. When
Yeah.
Big Ben was like young, like
Yeah.
only in a few years.
I hated to see the Steelers win, but they were fun to watch back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerome Bettis, Troy
dang.
Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu was. Oh
Dude,
my.
he was a
God,
hit
it'd
on
piss
him.
you off, man. The Steelers and Ravens were always a huge
yeah.
rivalry. Golly, if it wasn't Ed Reed making the play to win the game, then it was freaking Polamalu on the other side winning the game. It's
Yeah.
like, damn it, aggravate the hell out of you.
Mr. Head and Shoulders himself.
Yeah.
He
So
had the hair.
Derek and I got at least one more week of not like going at each other,
Yeah.
If the Texans can somehow
Well,
find a way to
I hope
upset
we
the
meet.
Chiefs.
I hope we meet and the Chiefs go home, and I don't care what happens after that. If the Chiefs go home, that'll be great.
Agreed.
Well, I thought the Broncos might pull it off today.
Hey, it was
They were
close.
pretty hot
It was
toward the end of
close
the
in the
season.
first half. It,
Yeah.
it was, and
Yeah, well, did you say 10-7 at halftime? I think.
Bo Nix, man, really showed some stuff.
Rookie, and you made it
Especially-
into the playoffs.
Yeah, latter half of the season, he showed some stuff.
And that defense started to kind of look like the old defense. You know, they were coming on toward the end of the year.
Yep.
They were doing a lot better.
Of course, I mean,
But,
and Bo Nix like a 24, 25-year-old rookie.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, look, does Herbert have a win? How old is he? Probably older than that, maybe a little bit. Oh, we'll not talk about that yet.
Might be a touchy subject.
Scratch that one off.
Yeah.
He might need to go back to Disney and work.
Yeah, he got slimed on yesterday. All right.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
That
he did.
Nickelodeon
Hey, is that his
treatment.
only reward he got is from Nickelodeon?
Good night.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So it'll be. Bills took out the Broncos 31-7. That was nice.
so you got Bills and Ravens next week, and that's the AFC picture.
Yep.
Bills, Ravens,
Texans,
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
And
Down
then-
to 4 on that side.
I don't know what game's being played right now.
So the Eagles and the Packers were on right before we started, and last
Yeah.
I looked, it was 10-0 Eagles.
I think Eagles are going to win it.
Eagles.
Yeah, that
shit.
game's
How many
probably-
games has the Eagles won? in a
that
row?
game's probably over.
The Eagles broke their streak finally. Didn't
Eagles
they?
won 22-10.
22-10.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Dang.
currently the Bucks and the Commanders. I'm sorry, they'll always be the Redskins to me. But yes, so it's
Hey, we'll get Big Rob
Washington.
on. That's his team.
Who?
Oh,
Big Rob, the friend of mine. I used to work with.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his team right there.
I can't wait to ask him how he feels about that name change.
Oh, hey, I bet he's
man.
stoked to see him in the playoffs, though.
Oh yeah, who's it? Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels,
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, especially the Cowboys
he's
ain't in the
been looking
playoffs
good.
this year.
Oh man.
And the
Oh,
Redskins
we
are?
know
Oh, watching his Facebook, he loves clowning on
We
the
know
Cowboys.
lots of Cowboys fans in our group
yeah.
that are a little sad right now,
Yeah, that's a situation. there.
especially seeing Derrick Henry do what he's doing, considering they could have had him.
They said Derrick Henry lived in Dallas.
Yes, I think he has a house
That
in
was.
Dallas.
I think that was like
think
one of his
he's-
primary homes.
I think he still has a house in Dallas.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you let him walk to Baltimore, like, oof. You know, and I even said last year, I was like, I don't know that Derrick Henry's the fit for them. Like, you know, he's kind of getting older and stuff. Not that I didn't think he didn't have any, anything left, but I remember saying last year, like, I don't know that Derrick Henry's the piece that they need, and I don't know. I don't know.
Another interesting fact about the Cowboys: C.J. Stroud has now tied Dak in playoff wins.
Really.
2.
You know, I had a lot of I had a positive approach with Dak at first, just because, man, you think about like what was that his rookie year? Him and Zeke come in, both rookies,
Yeah,
and I think what did they played one playoff game, right? Didn't they?
they
Or
played a few.
They lost to Green Bay or something
Yeah, I
like
know.
that. I think.
But apparently, I guess Dak's won 2 playoff games. That's the stat
Yeah.
I saw. That
I was gonna say I think he won one and he lost the next week his rookie year, and I was like, dang man, for those two guys to be that young coming in as
Yeah.
rookies, like Zeke was looking good back then. Dak was, he was looking.
was it.
He was the hot new thing because Romo was aging, and all of a sudden he's
Yeah.
hurt, and then boom, here comes his rookie. I think he just. But now it's kind of like, what are you gonna do now?
Stroud joined a very short list of quarterbacks that have now won a playoff game in each of their first 2 seasons in the NFL.
He's gonna win plenty more. That Texans team is
I hope so.
come around.
They're due. They need a Super Bowl already, man.
Yeah.
They need to break that appearance cherry too.
Man,
They're one of the only 4 teams remaining that have never made a Super Bowl appearance,
really.
much less won one. So
Yeah.
I think it's them. It's the Jags. Let's see, them, the Jags, the Lions. Which, good God, the Lions have been around forever,
Man,
and they haven't even made it to
the
a
Lions
Super Bowl.
the Lions are about that
Yeah.
far from doing it themselves.
And is it? I guess the Browns. I think the Browns are the last one.
Oh, the Browns.
Yeah, because
huh?
the new version of the Browns has only existed since like '99.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it used to be, I guess, the Baltimore team now used to be the Browns, and then they moved to Baltimore and became the Ravens.
Yeah. Well, I know at one
Yeah.
point it was the Baltimore Colts.
Yes.
Yep.
They were the
Yeah.
Colts too for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I got another stat talking about Baltimore.
Yeah.
So let's see if it comes true this year. So what was that? They were showing I think it was 12 years since that. So I think, what was the name? Trent Dilfer? Wasn't he who was the quarterback? I think the first time they won, that was
Oh man,
like 20-something years ago.
that first year with Ray Lewis.
I think it was Trent Dilfer. I think he was the quarterback way
guess
way back
so.
the first time.
That early one.
So they were saying that they've won 12 years apart, and every time that they've won, they've had a 28-year-old quarterback.
Oh,
So, it was 10 years.
Lamar's 28
He's turning 28, I think, something like that.
before the Super Bowl. I
Something,
guess.
yeah. And they were saying,
Huh.
here's another. It's been exactly that many years since they won the last Super Bowl. And he's turning 28, and they have won the last 2 times with a 28-year-old quarterback, the same amount of years apart.
Wow.
Who the hell comes up? Who goes and looks at that and figures those numbers up
Dude,
and comes
that's
up
a
with those
weird
stats?
stat.
Another one I heard
it twice
today. Guys at work told me because they watched the game all the way through the Texans game yesterday, and 32-12. That has never been a final score in the history of the NFL.
Really?
The 100-year history.
That is a weird.
There's
Yeah,
never
'cause
been a
12.
32-12 game. I'm like, how's there never been a 32-12 game? That doesn't seem that odd.
Yeah, because I guess you got to throw a safety in there.
But yeah, well, they had the blocked PAT return that made it 25-12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just a safety, I guess. You can have that return.
Yeah, you can get 2 points that way too, which is
Yeah.
an odd. I think that's more rare than a safety.
Yeah.
Like how often do you see a blocked
Oh, my
PAT turn into 2 points for defense?
They smoked that kicker too. Did you see that?
Well, I don't know.
so
What was he
went-
trying to do?
Well, so they said if the ball is behind the line of scrimmage, it's still an open, like it's still a live ball.
But it can be caught past the line of scrimmage and returned too.
I guess so. I
It
can't
can be
remember how
caught
they
by
worded
it can be caught by the receiving
Basically,
team.
what they were saying is he went up and he tries to slap it down. Well, he slaps it down. I guess it's still behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, it never passed the line
Well,
of
it can roll
scrimmage.
around. Anybody can pick it up, and you can take it back.
Yeah.
So he slaps it down instead of like if he would have caught it and went down, it would have been over.
Yeah.
He slaps it down, and they smoke him, and somebody else picks it up and takes it all the way
Yes,
back.
I saw the replay today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was driving home and missed that part. I saw the end of the game when Mixon scored to put the cap on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I saw the replay today and I was just like, what the hell was he thinking?
Dicker the kicker. He was.
Literally, he jumps up
was
and
out.
he sees it and he goes under it and he just swats it down. And right after he swats it down, because I guess the guy coming on him thought he was going to catch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that dude just smokes him. But he knocks it down and it hits the ground before passing the line of scrimmage, which, like you said, I guess keeps it a live ball.
Yeah.
So when it bounced back up right into another Texans defender's hands, and
He was gone.
he was gone for the races. Took it
Well,
back for
I
2.
can't remember who the commentators were, but they were like, "Oh, that ain't really how you're supposed to do that. He should have caught it and went to the ground and just called it dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cut your losses."
That's why those are so rare because so many things got to go the right way for that to happen,
You know,
and then it just happened.
when you're trying to get a playoff win, you don't get many chances to make that many mistakes on these teams that are
No.
left. Like you can't be. You got to be sharp as a tack.
Well,
And,
another stat from that game: Herbert threw 4 picks. Did you know he only threw 3 the entire regular season?
yeah, I
He
think
threw
I heard
more
him say
picks
that.
in his one playoff game than he did it's the only time in NFL history that has ever happened.
Man. Hey, like I
Another
said
good
yesterday-
stat for you, Seth, for your boy.
Oh man.
I think.
And I love that the Texans did it to him.
Yeah.
Your former team that you probably miss right now.
Hey,
You can come back, Seth. I'll let you.
that spot's going to be sore all the way around till next year now.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no coming back from that now. You're out.
No.
All I can say is we probably ain't getting invited to his wedding now. After that,
Oh, after all the stuff in that group me, we were saying, bolt up.
Oh, yeah. I saw you started it with that. Bolt up. I was like, oh, shit. Here we go.
I just turned the game on and he threw that pick, and I was like, that's his second pick. I was like, oh my God. This is
was
not
it
good.
the pick 6 too? Was that the next one you
I
saw?
think it was because it
Yeah.
was. I don't remember what the score was. I think the Chargers had 6 and Texans had
13.
13.
So
yeah.
the pick 6 made it 20 to 20
yeah,
to
and I
6.
was like, oh, that's not good.
And
I
then-
did see the one that went through Disley's hand.
Yes.
That suck. That does suck. Like I get that.
That one's not on him.
Hey, but when
Oh,
everybody's
yeah.
knocking your quarterback, nobody goes back and looks at Oh, well, they had tip balls that went straight to the defender, too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like,
Well,
you had
dude.
4 picks that game.
To be honest, dude, he's lucky he didn't have more because earlier in the first half, the rush was getting to him. And
Yeah.
they were catching
How
his
many
arm.
sacks was that?
I don't even know how many sacks. Like, they weren't even quite sacking him, but they were getting to him and hitting his arm as he threw. And he had, dude, on like at least 2 or 3 occasions, his arm got hit as he was throwing, and a duck went up in the air. And you're just sitting there, and like the defense would just caught it, like noticed it too late and couldn't quite get to it. That happened on like 3 different occasions, and I'm like, dude, if they keep doing that, he's gonna throw a pick.
I thought they had
And
a
then I
better
missed all the
line
damn picks on the wall. I was like, oh, it happened. He threw a bunch of picks.
I did see that one play they got to him, and he kind of like bent over to protect the ball, and they picked him up. Like his feet came off the ground, and then it just slammed him and landed on top of him. I was like, oh my God. He was taking some punishment.
His offensive line didn't do him any favors.
Yeah.
But
Man, I
the
didn't know they were
Texans,
that
the
bad.
Texans' defensive front was just on fire, man. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's a hell of a time to get to pick it up. So
yeah.
right when you needed it, because it's winter go home now.
What you got there, Dollar?
Smoking a stogie?
He wants a stogie.
Smoking a pancake?
That's so good.
Bong and a blitz?
Bong in a blitz. I can't even remember the other one they said in that movie. Bong in a blitz. Something in a turtle. What are they?
Smoking a pancake? Yeah, I don't know what the other one was. Waffle and a something, maybe?
Yeah. There was a bunch of them. He pulled this out.
Maybe weed and
pulled
a
that out.
waffle? I can't remember.
He was going on and on with that one.
Smoking a pancake. Bong in a blitz.
Man, Dollar did get us started with cigars now.
It smells good.
Man.
It smells
I'm
wonderful.
starting to get cold. I need to warm up one way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, whiskey river, take my mind.
Yeah. Well,
What else you got?
Just
What
to,
else you got?
just to end the wild card weekend, shout out Big Rob. See what them Washington Commanders can do. Redskins can do.
That
game's going on right now, right?
Yeah, it was 3-0 Bucks.
Ooh, dang, that's gonna be a good
I
game.
mean, yeah, it's still early.
First quarter,
Let me go back and look.
I think it started at 7.
It's the second now, and it's 7-3 Commanders.
Dang.
Yep. And then looks like Washington has the ball too. So
Oh, man.
see what happens.
Old Rob's gonna get drunk tonight.
Buddy.
Yeah, and then the last game that'll finish up the wild card weekend is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Vikings Rams.
Huh.
What do y'all think about that one?
Vikings. I don't know.
I like the Vikings.
Oh, Sam Darnold gonna do it?
But yeah, we'll see if Darnold can hang on under the pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like Stafford. He's a Texas boy, so
He's always been be able to pull it through. Ever since he went
Yeah.
from Detroit to, well, no, I guess it's vice versa. Whoever went to Detroit did better, ain't it? Or no?
Goff.
No, Goff is the one that took crap. And,
Well, Goff won that Super Bowl with the Rams.
no, that's what it was. Okay.
It was
I
kind of
thought
like
was
it was like a
Stafford.
straight up trade, like
Yeah.
Goff for Stafford,
Stafford.
pretty much, and
Yeah.
and then Stafford won a Super Bowl with the Rams too.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yep.
Yeah.
Or did the Rams win that Super Bowl with Goff, or did they lose that one?
I think they
Man,
I was thinking they lost.
Maybe they
and
lost that
Matt Stafford won though.
Yeah.
Man,
Stafford
it's Stafford
won it,
that
yeah.
won. Okay,
But then you got Goff who's over here with the damn
killing it
Detroit.
with a lot. I
like,
mean, Detroit's loaded, dude.
man.
I gotta say, I think Detroit's the team to beat this year.
Yeah. So
I think so.
So on that side in the NFC, you got the Eagles moving on. Mm-hmm. And then I mean, there's 2 games to be decided, and then you got the Detroit sitting there. So Detroit's going to play what, the lowest seed?
The lowest seed
Left.
remaining. That's why the Texans are playing the Chiefs on the
Chiefs.
other side. Same
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I read that today.
Literally, all your division winners won.
So I wonder,
on that side.
I wonder who is the lowest seed between these other teams. I don't know the seeding on the NFC.
either.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Eagles won the NFC East, right?
I was thinking the
Oh,
Eagles
yeah.
probably at the top. I mean, they went like 9 games, 10 games straight winning streak.
So
I think it was
They're
the
probably
Eagles,
at the top
Eagles,
somewhere.
Commanders. Then I think it was the
Yeah,
Giants, then the Cowboys.
the Bucks won the NFC South. So that would mean they're going to be higher seeded than the Commanders.
Yeah.
So then you got
So it could be between
and then the game tomorrow night.
Washington.
I don't think did the Rams win the West? They had to because the Vikings lost to the Lions for the North.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
Rams won the West. So Yes, because that game was supposed to be in L.A. and it's been moved to it got moved to Arizona, to Phoenix,
Because all the fires.
because of all the fires.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Somebody burning
That's right.
California down to get rid of the P. Diddy evidence.
So the Vikings are below 4 on the seeding, even though they're 14-3.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a
So-
good chance
So if Washington wins, they're more than likely
they're more than
the lowest
likely
seed.
the lowest seed remaining. If
Washington
they
and
beat
Detroit.
the Bucks.
Ooh man.
Yeah, you'd be looking at Washington and Detroit, and most likely, I'm going to guess the Eagles and the Vikings if they win. I'm thinking it's going to be the Vikings, but who knows?
Yeah, man, them Eagles were on a hot streak. Did they end up losing their streak? Because I wasn't hearing anything about them. Then I thought I heard like they won 9 or 10 straight.
The Eagles?
Yeah,
Did they?
yeah.
I know the Lions won a bunch in a row too.
Because I wasn't really watching the Eagles, and then they were like, oh, they've won 9 games in a row or something. I thought somebody they didn't expect to beat them, knocked them off their streak. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're all right on that one.
Yeah, because I wasn't really paying attention. Next thing I knew, they're like, oh, they're on a 8-game, 9-game winning streak. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna look that up. Now I'm curious. Because you know what? I also said that the Cowboys were on a 5-game losing streak. I think that last spot, and that was completely wrong. That was from like 2 weeks before.
Oh.
They
Lord.
did go on a losing streak, but it was
Yeah, I thought they were trying to go on a losing streak to get that number 1 draft pick. but
Yeah.
They screwed that up, too.
yeah. Because I looked it up later, and I was like, oh, I said that wrong.
Like,
That was stupid.
Like our friend Stingy said, they can't even lose when they're supposed to.
You're right.
He right there.
He is right.
Man.
Yeah. They choke at doing that, too.
See, the Patriots sounds like they're hiring Mike Vrabel.
Oh yeah,
saw
yeah. I
that.
did see that.
Take
Where
too.
is he
over.
from? I forgot where he
Mike
was from.
Vrabel?
Yeah.
He played for the
He
Patriots.
played for the Patriots.
Yeah, but what he was coaching.
He was
Oh,
coaching the
Tennessee.
Titans.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was at Tennessee.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought they were doing pretty good for a while with him too, and then it just kind of
Yeah, I
petered
mean,
off.
they were doing good. You know, he had Derrick Henry there for a while.
Yeah.
Now Henry's with Baltimore, so
yeah.
They're probably trying to just
Hell, they had
redo
freaking.
everything.
Didn't they end up getting like Julio Jones and
Well,
D Hop and
I think they
Yeah.
committed to, no offense.
that's right.
I like Tannehill. He was a Texas boy, but I think they committed. They tried for too long with Ryan Tannehill.
yeah.
I don't think he was ever going to lead them.
Where did Hopkins
To a
go? I
Super
thought
Bowl.
Hopkins went somewhere else now.
Yes, he's
Hopkins?
in Arizona.
Yeah.
I thought he was at Arizona already.
Wait, no, you're right. No, he's in Kansas City.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Oh, shit. He's trying to get himself a ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
that's
Kansas
right.
City traded for him.
Yes.
Kansas City traded Arizona for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Who they,
Yep.
Man, he's been tossed
Oh,
around. a
so
little
here we
bit.
go. Big playoff game. The Texans versus Kansas City, and Kansas City got D Hop. Oh, buddy.
They got Pacheco. Pacheco's back healthy again, huh?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
he was banged up for a while.
That'll be
Yeah. Eagles was a 10-game winning streak,
Really?
and they lost. That's kind of interesting. Washington was the one that ended their streak and beat them 36-33.
You know what? That is right. I do remember
Wow.
hearing that.
Yeah, so they beat. Some of these teams ain't all that hot. So they started off. They beat Cleveland, Giants, Bengals, Jacksonville, Dallas, Washington,
Cleveland.
Rams, Baltimore, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and then they lost to Washington.
Yeah.
They won all those games straight.
How about, speaking of Cleveland, man, how about that Watson? How's that working out for the Browns?
Oh man.
Good
Is he even
Lord.
playing?
The Browns have to have the worst damn.
He ruptured his Achilles, went through surgery and ruptured it again. He will now, they're estimating him to miss the entire 2025 season.
Oh,
Yes, I saw that the other day.
that's not
He's
good.
doing that on purpose so he can stay at the rub and tugs.
I was gonna say they're
I
gonna
mean,
massage it out, or
So
what?
that $240 million contract that was fully guaranteed is looming large over Cleveland right now. Looming really
He's worse
large.
than that quarterback that went to the Buccaneers and he didn't last that long. What was it? Not Winston. Was it Winston?
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Winston's was his backup in Cleveland.
Oh, he was.
Winston took over this year. Yeah.
They came out pretty hot. I think Winston took over that first game, and they put it on Baltimore pretty good.
Winston's one of those guys that throws as many picks as he does touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah.
He blamed it. He needed LASIK surgery or something, and
Oh,
he got it done,
God.
and then it didn't. It don't look like it changed that much.
Nope.
No.
Oh man.
Was it him? Or I'm thinking of another quarterback.
Well,
There's another one.
Baker went from
Went from Cleveland.
Baker went from the
there.
Browns to. He didn't go to the Bucks right away. He went somewhere else first. Didn't
Yeah, I think he actually bounced through a couple teams.
he? It wasn't Carolina. Where the hell did he go?
He was in Carolina, but he was
Carolina?
somewhere else too. Man.
Well, they were showing the two quarterbacks that the Browns let go, and here's Baker, one of them.
Was
Here
it
he is in
the
the playoffs.
Saints? No.
No.
No, it wasn't the Saints.
And then there was another Browns quarterback that got let go of, and he was doing good too. Oh, I can't remember who the other one was.
I mean, come on, man. This whole scenario is the most Cleveland thing you can ever imagine. Like Cleveland always does this shit to themselves. Like it's insane.
What the hell? Dude, okay. I'm trying to figure out that quarterback that I'm thinking of. So it's the 10 worst NFL starting quarterbacks of all time ranked.
Oh Lord.
They have David Carr ranked number 8.
What?
Yeah. I think he was a damn good quarterback. He just had a shitty team. O-line, I should
Oh,
say.
I mean, he did have Andre Johnson at least, but
You know,
that didn't work out that well.
the
either,
first
though.
Texans game I ever went to, he was a quarterback, and he tied the completions record for a game.
Yeah, I
He tied it
didn't.
at 22, and then they missed
I
the
didn't
final
think
one.
David Carr was that bad, man.
No.
I just think he never had
He never had the opportunity.
a line around him to protect him.
Well, the Texans were kind of a new organization when he kind of came around, wasn't
Oh
he?
yes,
He was the first one.
Yeah, he was the first quarterback.
Yeah.
He was their first pick, their first ever pick for the Houston Texans was
Really?
David Carr. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they took a little bit to get going.
yeah. Was that 2002? I think it was 02.
Yeah, it was.
But
Guess
I'll-
who they got for number 1? Worst quarterback,
Hey, go ahead and list them 10-1.
10-1?
Yeah, let's go backwards.
We might as well read through it. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hear this.
Okay. Rick Mirer, Mirer,
Mirer.
for Seattle Seahawks in 93. He was a former number 2 overall pick.
Okay,
I don't recognize that one.
we
he only
were
threw-
young guys.
Yeah.
Even I was young then.
Oh, damn.
Okay. At number 9, we have Joey Harrington for the Detroit Lions, 3rd
Joey
overall
Harrington.
pick.
I
In
remember
2002
him.
I've heard
NFL
that,
draft.
yeah.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember that
He
name.
came from Oregon.
2000 what?
2002.
2.
Just that one year,
Yeah, he played.
or did they try to string a few years out?
He had
with him?
he had a 6-year career. Lions, Dolphins, and Falcons. He
Okay.
had a 26-50 record as a starter, 56.1% completion percentage, 79 touchdowns, and 85 interceptions.
Ouch.
Dang.
Then, like I said, number 8 was David Carr.
Yeah.
7 was Steve DeBerg for, let's see, San Francisco 49ers, 78 through 80.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was a little before our time.
Yeah. Number 6, Blake Bortles.
Oh Lord,
Blake Bortles?
Jags,
Yeah.
2014 NFL Draft.
the Jaguars.
Yep.
Dang. I thought he had a little decent run there for a bit.
I thought he did too, but I guess not.
Not good enough to not make that list.
He only made a 5-year career because he was out of the
Really?
entirely out of the
How many
NFL in
years did he start
2019.
for the Jags? It wasn't just 1 year, was it? I thought it was a couple of years.
He had a lot of
Now they
His
got
rookie.
Sunshine.
yeah, 17 interceptions.
I guess Sunshine replaced him, yeah, or maybe
I
not.
think somebody else came before him. Though.
Oh, he was a starting quarterback 2014 to 18. Yeah.
Yeah,
18.
okay. I thought he was there. He was the starting QB there for a little bit. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
just 1 year.
Somebody else came along before Lawrence, though, right? Who?
Yeah.
If he would've gave it up in 18,
maybe there was someone before.
Lawrence
T-Law.
didn't come till what, 2-3 years ago?
Oh,
was it?
didn't they pick up off the Eagles?
Man, I can't
Won the
remember
Super
who it
Bowl
was.
for him after.
Oh, Nick Foles.
Yeah, didn't Nick Foles start like 1 year for him?
Yeah, I think he was getting mixed in there. Didn't he break his collarbone?
I think he did get hurt.
I think he played
yeah.
one game and broke his collarbone, or
Something
or
like
in
that.
the first
he
game.
was supposed to be the starter for that 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I guess the Eagles didn't try to re-sign him, and he ended up. They picked him up after that Super Bowl
He
win.
did what Carson Wentz couldn't do. I remember when that was Seth's hero too. He jinxed him.
Oh Lord, that was Chase's hero
that
too.
was Chase,
Yeah.
It was all about Carson Wentz, man.
Back when they were trashing Lamar way back in the day
Oh yeah, they've been trashing Lamar forever.
for a long time.
Well, they probably never trashed this guy. Number 5, Kyle Bowler.
Dang, he's number 5.
Yeah, 2003 NFL draft, Baltimore Ravens.
He did suck in Madden. I will give him that.
I don't even remember him, dude.
Kyle Bowler. Yeah.
He was after Joe Flacco was drafted in 08.
Yeah,
see.
Flacco came along and took his spot.
Flacco.
And then Lamar came along and took Flacco's spot.
Flacco. Who was he backing? He was backup for the Colts this year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and supposedly, I don't know if he got let go from there or what, but he had said that he plans to play next year too.
Wow.
That's an old dude, ain't it?
Yeah.
He's got to be up there in age.
He did pretty damn good for the Browns.
I think
year
he's
before.
younger than Rodgers, though.
Yeah,
Really?
he
I think
is.
so.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I
is,
can't remember.
Is Rodgers coming back? That's another question.
Yeah, you know he is. He's pulling a Brett Favre.
Is he
Yeah.
going to play for the Jets again? Or I thought he only had a 2-year contract. So that's 2 seasons.
I'm kind of thinking he suspects the Jets don't want him because
Yeah.
I think he was saying something about taking less money to stay and all that, and
He's just gonna ride it out until
Yeah.
somebody tells him to get out of here.
I think he wants to stay even, no matter what, even if he's the backup probably.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Don't sound
Who
like
the
he
hell's
wants
going to
leave.
start over him? Who do they have that's going to start over him?
That what's that dude from BYU? That quarterback. Oh, what's his name?
I mean, he's already on the roster?
He was. I don't know if he's there
I
anymore.
don't know.
What was
I'm
that
trying to
boy's
think
name?
what their roster looks like.
Dude, I saw a thing where they were comparing his stats to Josh Allen's, and they were similar.
Oh, really?
This year. And they're talking about Josh Allen being the MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like they were referring to a comment Rodgers made like months ago where he said, yeah, he's like down years for me or like career years for other guys.
Yeah.
And they were throwing that at like Allen's face, like, oh. Because like, dude, there actually was only a few QBs that went over 4,000 yards this year.
Yeah.
Actually, the best numbers belong to Joe Burrow.
Really?
Yeah. Joe Burrow had the best numbers by far.
Oh,
Like if they would have been a winning team, like a playoff team, he would be in the conversation for MVP.
Huh.
He probably would have won the MVP.
who was that?
Burrow.
Oh, Burrow.
Burrow had
yeah.
like 4,900. He's the only one even close to 5,000 yards this year.
Yeah, they put all the quarterbacks' numbers
What do you
next to
have,
each other.
40
Honestly, I would say Burrow. looked
40
good.
something touchdowns to only like 5 picks or some crazy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Burrow had
His yards.
Burrow had
were-
an MVP year on a shitty team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if they gave it to Burrow, I would completely agree.
Who was it? Jamar Chase was the number 1 receiver this year.
Every damn pass went to that guy.
Yeah.
And I had T. Higgins in fantasy football. I was pissed off.
Well, he had,
really,
he had one game there in the fantasy playoffs where he went off.
Yeah, and guess
it
what?
pissed me off because it made me lose.
Well, it was the week after I got knocked out when that happened. Stupid. I'm blaming it on somebody else. Hey, so the Jets depth chart: Aaron Rodgers is a starter, Tyrod Taylor backup. They have him listed as second.
Tyrod Taylor's been around for years, man.
Yeah.
That's a career backup right there.
I thought your Jets had a rookie.
So there's
No,
a
Taylor was on the Texans.
there's
one
a
year.
Adrian Martinez as a third string,
No.
and then there's Jordan Travis who's hurt. He's out. Technically, he's
They
out.
must have got rid of that kid then that was on there. He was I think he was from BYU.
So-
and they said he was a stud, but he got hurt.
I don't see Tyrod Taylor starting over Aaron Rodgers. Sorry, I don't.
No.
How many years has he been around?
Dude, a long time.
He played for the Bills, ain't it?
Dude, who, Taylor?
Yeah.
Shit, he was on the Texans roster one
I
year.
remember
I was
as a
gonna
backup.
say
Yeah.
he actually had a little run there too with the Texans
That
for a
dude,
little
yeah,
bit.
I think he started for the Bills one
Did-
year
he did.
before Allen came in.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't he get hurt? Didn't he have a pretty decent year going and he got hurt with the Texans? I think,
Yeah, he didn't start for the Texans though.
or somebody else
he
got
was a
hurt and he
backup.
came in. Yeah, Deshaun Watson got hurt that year.
He was backup for Watson. He had to
Yeah.
be a backup for Watson. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking he didn't do too bad for a little bit, and then for some reason
And
I thought
then
he got hurt.
when they traded off Watson, they brought in the Davis. Well, they had Watson for a year and couldn't do nothing with him because he was in trouble.
Yeah.
So then when they were able to, Davis Mills started, and then they traded him, and they basically gave Mills a second year, and then they ended up, then now we have CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I was looking up that depth chart. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see anybody threatening Aaron Rodgers for that starting job unless they draft somebody and they're trying to move on.
Yeah,
Well, at number 4 we have Blaine Gabbert.
Wow.
Yeah, that was for the Jaguars too.
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
Yep, Jaguars.
I remember Blaine Gabbert.
'Jaguars tearing that list up.
yeah.
The Jaguars.
2011 to 2013.
Okay, so he was before
Yeah.
Bortles. Okay.
He had a 5-22 record as a starter. Well, I bet he got a bunch of hate mail.
Oh, that's amazing.
Number 3 is Billy Joe Tolliver. 9-year NFL career. He played for the Chargers, Falcons, Texans, Saints, and Chiefs.
Well,
I
Justin
don't
Herbert's
remember
going to be
him,
on
man.
there next year.
Sherbert?
Number 2 is Jeff George for
Jeff
the Colts in the 90s.
Okay. Heard the name, but
Then
yeah.
number
Some
1.
shitty quarterbacks in the
Then
90s.
number 1. Y'all going to remember this guy. Y'all have to. What I remember him for is on the Jets for eating a hot dog. Was it on the Jets? Yeah, it was the Jets.
Oh,
He was eating a hot dog on the sideline during the game.
I saw this video, I think, the other day, but I can't remember who it was.
Mark Sanchez.
Oh, Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah.
Dude, is he still in the league?
I don't think so.
And
I thought he's a backup somewhere.
they're going to say he's the worst one. Didn't he take them to the playoffs?
I don't know.
I thought he did.
That was the last time the Jets were good, I thought.
His most highlighted was the butt fumble in the 2012 Thanksgiving Day game.
Old Dirty Sanchez.
Dude, I don't know that. Man, that just seems crazy. I thought there was a year or two where he took them.
I thought he's better than that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this whoever
Who made that
this-
list?
Heavy.
Heavy D.
Yeah.
Heavy D.
Heavy.com.
Wishes they had a heavy D.
Man, we need to look at another list and compare.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's nuts.
I think that guy needs to be fired. David Carr,
Lame.
Mark Sanchez. I don't even know some of the other ones, so I can't really,
No,
Yeah.
say.
some they're naming. Well, there's like nobody before the 90s.
Yeah, it's like all
Yeah.
shitty quarterbacks.
Well,
in
they're
the
just
90s.
naming people they remember, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Whoever
so.
the hell these
Yeah,
people
most
are.
of those articles are going to be opinionated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit.
My dad said that quarterback sucked.
Well, he did mention a guy from the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did mention someone from the 70s.
Damn. They probably used to wear bell bottoms at that time.
Listening to disco and shit.
That's when they got to drink.
Disco
and smoke.
fever. Yep.
Oh, man. Well,
No, that's about all the football there is.
Did
One
we
more
talk
game
about
tomorrow.
college? Did we talk about the Notre Dame advanced to the Fighting Irish in the national championship?
I think they're going to win the whole
Well, Coach Wendell Boner, he's happy.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Bone, shout out to your Irish.
Hey, did you
I
see
hope
what-
they win it. I hope
Did
they
you see
win
what
it, big
J.D.
dog.
Vance said? I guess one
Oh,
Ohio
he's
won.
an Ohio State boy.
Yeah, when Ohio won, he said, well, I guess I'm going to have to miss my inauguration.
Yes. He's like, you think they'd be mad if I missed the inauguration to watch to go to the national championship game? I was like, oh, that sucks ass,
Yeah.
bro. That does suck ass.
Hell no, go to that football game. Shit on that.
Trump's like, I know, we'll just push
got
it off
4
next
years.
year."
Dude,
worry
they can
about
remote
that.
in. They can remote into you at that football game, so you can swear
Right.
in your oath.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for real.
He can do it at the game.
Take a rain check.
Hell yeah, take a rain check. Fuck that.
Oh, man.
So yeah, so it'll be Notre Dame versus Ohio State. So
State.
you have your 7 and 8 seeds are playing for the national championship.
Dang.
Those two teams would have not even been in the playoff before the new format that started this year.
Really?
No, only the top 4 teams made it.
You know, yeah.
They wouldn't even have been. Neither one of them won a conference because Notre Dame is independent, and Ohio State was third in their conference.
Really?
Penn State and Oregon played for the conference championship.
Huh.
So I'm sure there'll be some controversy next year, especially since Ohio State did not play an extra game for a conference championship. So they got to play one less game, and now they're playing a national title. Notre Dame didn't play that extra game because they don't even play in a conference.
Yeah.
So both teams that advanced didn't have that. If you look at the record, Texas has an extra game because they played in the SEC championship. Georgia would have had that extra game. So 2 teams that didn't play in a conference championship and didn't have the bye are now playing for the national title. There will be a lot of heat and shit talk, I
Yeah.
think, and opinions over that one.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, like, did all them guys resting that long make them cold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially like the, I guess what was They played in New Orleans.
Yeah, the Sugar Bowl.
The Sugar Bowl. Yeah, I guess they had to wait a day because all the shooting and all that stuff that happened. The bomb
Yeah, well,
threats.
both teams had to wait though, so I don't know if I
I
would
guess so,
claim
yeah.
that one so much. But Georgia, you're talking about it was Georgia versus was it Georgia Notre Dame?
Shoot, I don't remember.
I think it was Georgia Notre Dame.
I can't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, shit. Texas played Arizona in the Peach Bowl, Arizona State in the Peach Bowl, and then that was that same round.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this last Friday night was the Cotton Bowl. Texas lost to Ohio State.
Yeah, it was Notre Dame and Georgia.
It was Notre Dame and Georgia.
Yeah.
So both had to sit in a hotel for a day. So that one, I don't think that's kind of weak sauce to try and pull that one. But, I mean, I guess you could say Georgia had the bye,
Yeah.
whereas Notre Dame, didn't.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who Notre Dame played the first week. They had home.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They had home field advantage because they were one of the top. They were between 5 and 8, so they had
I
a
know
home
you
field
had
advantage.
what was it, Texas and Clemson.
Yes,
Man, I remember when that first bracket came out. God dang, I can't remember.
someone
who all
played
the-
SMU. I don't think it was
Speaking of SMU, did you see who's going there
Penn State played SMU.
from Yoakum? The Xavier Barnett.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Where's he going?
That's
He's going
news.
to SMU.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Awesome. Good.
That's a big old boy too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching him. I think he was a sophomore that year I watched him.
Yeah.
I watched him play against Cuervo.
Always a nod to these local boys
Yeah.
getting on to play college ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Always a nod.
Yeah. God dang. Hope old Brooks will heal up and get to make him a run before long. God dang, that sucks. He didn't he read?
Oh, Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah, for the Panthers.
Yeah. God dang.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it was the same knee, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Same knee. That was, oh man. Just going through that injury. I don't know. I don't know how you ever play the same.
I never experienced an injury like that.
Yeah, you
so
know
I
it's
don't
got to be in
even
the back
know.
of your head.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how to even think about
Any
that.
little
Like,
small pain, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it don't happen.
Yeah, and you're worried about people hitting you. You're worried
Yeah.
about it's just a lot to come back from, and then have to go out and mentally prepare to play that game.
Yeah. I don't know how you
It's
ever
tough.
run the same and put that much effort in, and then you're always in the back of my mind. I would be like, "Oh, is he gonna go again?"
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go back all through the same pain and same. Yeesh,
dude.
I don't like that.
So that's Monday the 20th, I guess, which is the inauguration day.
Yeah.
So it's Notre Dame versus Ohio State for the national championship.
Oh yeah.
Your 7 and 8 seeds, and I'm guessing it's that evening, probably 7
Probably
o'clock.
so. Yeah. He can still make the game. Yeah. He'll just have to miss the after party.
You can do it, JD. Get after it,
Yeah,
son.
be
Get
like,
after it.
yeah. I gotta go.
Yeah, we support you. Man. Go have fun.
God bless America. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, swear me in.
Go Buckeyes.
Yeah,
Go back. Yeah. I gotta go.
Yep. Come on, can we hurry this shit up?
I know. Old Coach Boner, old Wendell. He's gonna be excited. I
yeah.
mean, he already is. I'm sure, but like, yeah.
yeah.
I've seen he's been posting.
A few Facebook posts now. They've been doing pretty
He's
good.
been posting, boy.
Oh yeah.
He's been posting.
He's got a little more pep in his step in that jog. I see.
Oh yeah,
Walking around town, getting after it, boy.
yeah. Oh man.
Coach Bone.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Want to do your inspirational?
y'all want to do that?
You wanna
I
do your
don't know- I don't know
inspirational
where
kick?
We're at right now. We're about at an hour 30, but I think
Really?
we started this a little earlier though.
Well, yeah. Willie was getting out
Yeah.
of hand over there when you first hit that button.
did you want to do a second one or today?
No, we don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll ease back into it on 2025.
That's,
Yeah.
Ease it in real slow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is a family podcast. This is a
What on earth?
they probably weren't thinking that at the beginning when we were
No.
starting out. Willie didn't know we were recording.
Derek over here, man.
Don't worry about that. I'm
Oh,
going to edit that out, make it a bloopers.
I do have some other news if you don't have anything.
Yeah, no.
Ray Gates, our former coach, or former,
Player.
he didn't, former player, alumni from Shiner, coach of North Crowley Panthers, was named the Max Preps National Coach of the Year.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I just saw that today, actually.
And
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, awesome. Congrats,
Yeah.
Coach Gates.
Congrats, man.
Us boys, us Shiner boys are down here. We're always rooting for you, man. That was awesome accomplishment. Awesome.
Heck yeah. To do that,
That's a big
dude,
school.
that's a big school, man.
Yes.
6A.
Man.
And to go up to the go up against big schools like that have been dominant for so many years.
Kind of makes you wonder if one day maybe there might be some college coaching aspirations there for Coach
Yeah.
Gates.
I could see it. I definitely could
Well, the
see
success he's had in this quick a time.
Yeah, I've had a few people tell me that that they think he might be going there.
that. I thought he
Dang.
did coach. I thought he coached at, was it North Texas or something like that?
Did he?
I thought he was a coach. No, well, not like a head coach, but he was
Like
like
an assistant.
or
Yeah.
special defense. I
don't
thought he
know.
was. Maybe. No, I don't think. Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to look that up.
I know in high school news, Port Lavaca's coach retired, so that's an open position.
The Sand Crabs coach?
Oh, the Sand Crabs position is open, which will be a highly sought after spot. In 2A news, the Mart Panthers coach Kevin Hoffman retired. That'll be a highly sought after position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mart's a big name. That's a big
Yeah. Yep. So there's a few, and I don't want to talk rumors too much about that, but I've heard some rumors about people going for that Port Lavaca job, but I won't speak out loud about that quite yet.
Well, ain't nobody from Shiner gonna go there.
No, it's not from Shiner, but there's a surprising name possibly going after it. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, we're
Or at
just
least
gonna
that
leave us hanging like that.
might be going. Okay, I'll say it because I have no ties to the damn town, but
See, that was
but
so
I
easy.
like them. I love Ganado. But word on the street is there's a rumor going around that their head coach is putting in for the Port Lavaca job.
Huh.
Moving on up, as they say, to the east side.
Wait.
That
he's-
young coach.
30-year-old
coach.
his name's Irvin.
Yeah.
Last name's Irvin.
Didn't they just win state?
Yeah.
He just won state. He's only 30 years old. It's like probably one of the youngest ever to win a state championship as a head coach.
Man.
And
And that
yeah,
team.
Port Lavaca came open. Talking a large 4A school with a playoff reputation of their own. So it's a pretty coveted job that came open right there. So I can see it. I can see it.
I mean, for money wise,
Money wise too.
I can't blame them. But
You're looking at
dude, you're about to start a legacy in Ganado, dude. Like maybe.
yeah. No offense to Ganado, I'm going to say maybe.
Come up and coming, and
They got
finally-
I know they got from just the guys I talked to, they've got a talented junior high coming that will be varsity here, or will be in high school here next year. So
That's good.
they may be a few years away from knocking on that state door again, but I don't know. I know Schulenburg and Weimer are kind of on the rise too, and they're in that same district.
my
So
them short horns making a comeback.
either way, if that's a true rumor, good luck to that coach.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ganado hopes you stay. I work with a lot of guys from there, and
Yeah.
yep.
We'll go be Sand
You know how
Crab.
them bigger schools come calling for, Coach Cherney. I remember him telling me he had a few chances to
Sealy, ain't it?
Yeah.
move on. Yeah, I think Sealy might have been one, but I can't.
That's where his brother was
I
at.
thought I heard something about Katie that
I
time.
think
Yeah,
so.
Katie
I think
too,
there
yeah.
too. And it might have been baseball related more for
Yeah.
him because he was Coach Cherney. He's a hell of a coach in a lot of different sports, but
Yeah.
he's
Baseball.
definitely a hell of a baseball coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it turns out a softball coach too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and football. We all knew football, but
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I mean, how many coaches do you know that has a resume like that? He had 2 baseball state titles, he had a football state title, and he had 2 Yeah, 2 softball state
Yeah,
titles.
not many.
God dang.
Not many.
I'm sure Coach Bedeker could do it, but he probably don't want to do that right now.
No, probably not. No. I think he's dude, he's got to be climbing the win list on baseball too.
Yeah.
That was a couple of years ago now. He crossed 400 wins, wasn't it?
Jeez. Damn,
In baseball?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it was a warm-up game for the playoffs. They played Yoakum. They beat Yoakum like 2-1. And I think I saw the announcement that Bedeker had officially won his 400th game as a head baseball coach.
Dang.
We need to get him on here. Whoever listens to this, if y'all know Coach Bedeker, share this to him. And
We know Coach Bedeker.
we do. Somebody that talks to him almost every day.
Yeah,
Sees him every day.
maybe a little close.
He's gonna take a double take at us. Like, damn, y'all got fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
last
weren't
time I
y'all this
saw
big
him-
when you were 17?
Yeah.
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 Sorry, Coach.
Yeah. I remember we went to what was that, a basketball game? I don't know why we went to the new gym at the new school, and Cherney saw. I remember it was me and Mikey. I don't remember if you were there. There was 3 or 4 of us that walked in, and he was like, "Dang!" He's like, "Where was this in high school?"
I got that same thing from Turk and
Yeah.
Coach Boner.
Yeah.
I walked down on a field after a game. This had to be a couple of years. I think y'all might have been gone already too, just to go down there and like shake like some of them guys' hands and
Yeah.
tell them, good game, whatever. Just talk to them a little bit and coach. Coaches saw me. Back when fans could actually walk down on the field.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think they can do that anymore.
Really?
Even at
I didn't
Shiner.
even think about that.
Even at the Shiner field, I don't think they let people just walk down on the field anymore. Or at least
Dang.
I don't see it after
You
at
used
the
to have
end
the
of the game.
whole stands out
Hell
there.
yeah.
Every time
Yeah,
we
everybody
got
be
done.
down there telling you good game, shaking your hand, walking
Yeah.
walking across the field. Like, nah, you don't see that a lot no more. I think those days are kind of gone. Security measures and everything else.
Yeah.
Different
Crazy.
time, my friends. Different
Yeah.
time.
Now I was thinking the last time I talked to Bedeker, I think I walked into Macker's and he was in there.
Oh,
I guess he was going to pick up something to cook up.
I saw him at probably Half Moon Holidays, or it was either Half Moon Holidays or the Fireman's Fest. I can't remember which one. I saw him and talked to him briefly there.
Yeah.
This is, it's been a while. I haven't seen him in quite a while.
I think the last time we saw Cherney is we were playing basketball.
Yeah.
It was at the
no.
Yoakum. He was golf course. I think he hit the ball.
Oh, yeah. Well, so I'd seen him. They did that casino night in Shiner. I don't know if
yeah.
you've ever gone to that before. or not.
No.
It's pretty neat. Well, hell, they had those chefs from the last year I went. I think it was 2 years ago. I don't think I went last year, but they had the chefs from like Hell's Kitchen come and cook there. It was a
What?
high end deal. Yeah, Mr.
No
Werner,
shit.
Mr. Werner like got in touch with them, brought them down, and like helped like cater. It was a high end food.
Gordon Ramsay
They
wasn't
did
there.
dude.
Jeez.
They did a casino night deal, and so in the back, like normally where they would set up the tables, like for eating and stuff at their weddings and everything, they had like a casino set up in the back, and you can hang out in the front, and they had bar and all that stuff, and then you could take those. They're like little tickets, and I think you buy so many, and then you go around and you put the tickets in. Like there was a like a pellet smoker grill, like all kind of different stuff you could win. And I think what they did, don't quote me, but you would buy the tickets, put however many you wanted in there because it's the same amount of money per ticket.
Yeah.
And then eventually they would go back and draw, and whatever ticket they pulled, you got that prize. Well, I looked over and I had talked to Cherney earlier in the night because he was there, and he said, "What are you doing now?" And I told him, and I said, "Yeah." He said, "Where are you at?" And I said, "I'm living closer to Yoakum." And he's like, "Yoakum?" He was giving me shit, and I said, "Hey," I was like, "My girls go to school in Shiner." And he's like, "There you go." And he walked, then we kind of ended our conversation.
Yep.
Next thing I know, there's lots of beer, lots of alcohol floating around later, and I look over and he's walking out with his, I guess he won that pellet smoker, and I was like, "Damn it, that's what I wanted." He was wheeling it out the front door. He won it. I was like, that's good.
I probably saw him about a year ago. I stopped and was getting gas at Tiger Tote. Well, Circle K.
K.
I still call it Tiger Tote. I was sitting there getting gas, and he pulls up on the pump next to me. He sees me and like we just get to BSing. I just asked him how retirement was, and like, man, he was all like, "Man, I love it so much, Willie." Like, he's like, "Man, I miss being a coach." You know, he's like, I miss the competition. I miss the kids. You know, he's like, but there are some things I don't miss. And if y'all don't know this about me, I went to college briefly to be a coach.
Yeah.
And could have continued and decided to come home instead because I didn't really want to be a coach anymore. Once I started hearing the political side of it, the political and just the having to deal, you know, when you start talking about dealing with parents and when I learned that side of it, I wasn't quite as intrigued anymore.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of stories from guys who coached a long time, and just to hear him say that, I understood where he's coming from.
Kind of got the vibe that ain't really what you want to do.
I'm not sure, you know, he didn't say exactly what he was talking about or anything, but, you know, there's a lot of other things that go into being a coach besides just coaching a game and building relationships with the kids.
Well, especially the time that you have to put in.
The time.
You know?
The time.
Golly.
The time is a killer.
And it's you're not just coaching one sport. You're going to be doing classes. You're going to be doing different sports.
Those guys don't get paid enough.
You got to prep for all that.
Those men and women that coach anything, they don't get paid enough.
I mean, you think about how long football practice was. So they were at school, you know, some of them teaching classes, stuff like that. So they were there all day while you were there. You went to football practice. They coach you through football practice. You go home. Their trucks didn't leave when you got picked up and you were gone. Oh man,
they were cleaning the clothes or jerseys or pads or whatever. And
yes, now
everything.
From like a younger coach perspective, that's where that type of stuff comes into play.
You do the dirty work.
You watch the dirty draws.
The younger guys got the dirty work shit going on. You know, I know some guys that are young coaches. I hear their stories too, man. So. Yeah, that's a job, man. That's
got to put in your time.
Yeah,
they got to teach. They got to, like you said, hours on the weekends. I mean, during football season, those guys don't exist, man.
Yeah,
this 7 days a week.
Yeah,
it's 7 days. Like they're already prepping on Saturday and Sunday for the next week.
Yep,
and they're all meeting at somebody's house.
You know, and I did tell Bedecker too when we were in Mackers. I was like, if anybody deserves it, that guy. He's just a good guy, you know.
Oh man, I always liked Coach Bedecker.
He had a way of like getting on your ass, but
not yelling at you.
He could just look at you and go, you know how
dude.
He would straight face you and walk up, and he's just looking at you, and he's kind of got this smirk, and he's like, "What'd you do wrong?"
It's like, God damn. I just
knew it,
dude. I remember this is gonna go way back because there's a story. I had to be like 7th grade, man. Coach Bedecker was young coach at the time, and man, someone was talking. I think it was Kurtz was talking shit to me, and like we were at the water fountain, and he was like getting on. Oh, hurry up! You know, told me. Talking shit to me for being slow, and like I just turned and flipped his ass off right to his face, and I didn't know Coach Bedecker standing right behind me watching every last little second of it. And like I finished getting my water, and I turn around, and there he is in that smirk you're talking about.
Yeah,
he's like,
"Gotcha."
He just looks at you, you know you're in trouble.
He just looks at me. He's like, "So what was that all about?" And I was like, "Well, Coach, you know, I'm thirsty, and he's rushing me. You know, I don't remember what the hell he told me. I finally told Coach, he's just being, he's just being a butthead, or he's just
being a poop face."
I think I told him he's being an a-hole, and that's how I said it. I didn't say ass because I didn't want to get in trouble any further. And he's like, "Yep." He's like, "But you still flip that bird, Willie." He's like, "So you need to drop down and give me 20. So I had to drop down and give like 20 push-ups, and that was it. I mean, that's how he was. He didn't send you to the office just for flipping the bird.
It's funny because he did that to one of our classmates. So Chris King.
Oh, King, yeah.
Dingling.
King went up. Yeah, thanks for him.
Oh, yeah. He should have been in my class, right?
Oh, damn.
Hey, yeah, because King would always do that. What would you say? He'd go, shit. I think we'd always
Oh,
say
he
shit.
would.
Cussing all
They
the
would
time.
tell him,
Oh, that
Chris,
dude.
stop cussing. Oh, damn it. And like, he would be apologizing for cussing and cuss in the middle of the apology. And it's like,
Oh,
dude.
that dude. Yeah, I remember that guy.
I think
So when y'all had that project that time, we had to split up in groups and they made videos. And in this video, he kept cussing so much that I can't remember who the teacher was.
it was Miss Lawrence's class.
Miss
It was
Oh, yeah,
it was
yeah.
King, Bedecker, Courts, I think Justin Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kept cussing so much in the video. She said, Chris, if you cuss one more time, we're cutting it off. It didn't take 3 or 4 seconds.
I think Kyle Bedecker said, you might as well go ahead and just cut it off now.
just cut it off. Oh, my gosh, that was good. Is that the same videos when Chase was riding
Yes.
that damn
Yes.
pig? Or no, he's trying to get on that donkey, too.
Oh, he did. Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
Pig and the
donkey.
Yeah.
Remember, and he was behind it, like trying to slide up over the back of the top, and it looked like he was doing something else.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh my
And he got
god,
bucked off the donkey.
he got bucked off in the video.
Oh,
Oh, my god,
man.
that was funny as hell.
I think that was the funniest one, dude. I was laughing hard on that one.
oh my God, dude.
I don't know how we tied it in. So it was the Great Depression, I think, what we're doing.
Yeah, we were having to like make little video skits of history stuff, some type of
it was
history.
something
stuff.
of the Great
Is
Depression.
this like a high school thing?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Miss Lawrence's
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I was
Yeah.
about to ask, was it economics? Because it
Yeah,
had
I
been
think it
Mrs.
was-
Lawrence's
yeah, it
class.
was
Yeah.
economics,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. If you're talking about the Great Depression, that's
Yes.
that's an economics question. Yeah.
I think that video that we made, it was me, Chase, Mikey. I think it was Mikey and Derek.
Oh, I remember the videos.
Yes.
Yeah, we did them too. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did those too.
She
yeah.
used our video for years after that.
Oh God.
I
Someone.
don't even remember ours.
It
so
was
stupid.
like in our class. I remember it was Stacy Shimmick. I think Troy was in there. You know, they were cousins. Chris Casper, dude. They did a mock of Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I think
For
I did
theirs.
see that.
Oh
I
yeah,
see
Dude,
that.
you know, Reynolds was. I remember Ring Pop being in it, and like, man, that was actually that was a good one too. That one was funny. I give them props for that one. I can't even remember what we did for ours. Like,
I know.
it's not even worth remembering, but I remember that one.
Because I think we did videos for that, and then didn't we do videos for like English class
Miss
or something?
Mahachek's class. For
Oh,
yeah.
Mahachek?
what was that book? I think it was reading 1984.
I don't know. I
Do
remember.
kids still read 1984?
No.
Probably not.
I remember. I was in the truck with Marcus Steele. I think we were in my little single cab, and we were playing that Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do?
Oh,
like
dude.
the cops theme song. We were playing that, and I don't know what the hell we were doing. Oh,
Was Julian?
no, it was me and
Julian. 'Cause
no,
Julian-
it was Mark. Okay, so it was me and Mark because it was all the same grade in there.
Oh, okay.
And so Mark and I ride up, and we're like cops, and I don't know what the hell this has to do with that class whatsoever. But we're riding through the park, and we come up, where, like
It
where
was
you can go up
19
the hill to the football field
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. Well, there's those restrooms right there, that little pavilion,
Yes.
and
yes.
they were sitting in the bathroom like prisoners, and for
it
some
was
reason,
1984. Because
oh, they
y'all-
were acting like prisoners and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were chasing them. They like jump over there by the slide and like do a flip, and we're chasing them like falling in the grass. It's so stupid. It
Oh,
was so
God.
dumb.
And this is before we had actually decent smartphones.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember doing a video for Mrs. Mahachek's class.
yeah.
I don't remember making any kind of video.
I just remember the damn cops theme
Or
song.
video
That was like the
project.
funniest.
Yeah, it was
shit.
1984. I remember that.
Oh, I was wondering what the hell we were doing.
Yep.
I didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah, we did do that for Mrs. I remember that for Mrs. Lawrence's class. Yeah. I don't remember. I still don't remember what the hell we did, dude. I
All I
really
remember
don't.
is I remember I made the video, like the beginning of the video. This is when Jackass was popular, and I actually edited that little section. I made the cross deals with the crutches and the skull, and I put the little warning sign on there and had the music in the background, and it cut into our video where I think I was willing. I think who was it?
Was it Sam? Did y'all have Sam in y'all's group?
Maybe Sam was.
He like jumped through a pile of bricks that were like stood up like this high, and he just jumped through it.
No, that wasn't us. That
What
was
the
somebody
hell?
else.
that
was
looks like
somebody-
some jackass stuff right there.
somebody else. Yeah.
Sam Pritt? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
There's just a stack of just loose bricks like this tall, like stacked up like a wall, but they're just sitting there, and he jumps through it, and the bricks just fall.
Yeah, I remember that. It wasn't us. I was willing. Or no, Somebody was wheeling Lopez down the hill. It was over at Chachi's place when he had the horse. Somebody was wheeling Lopez down in a wheelchair, and I was in the little hut or something like that. And he hit me like he ran the wheelchair into me, and he flew out of the wheelchair.
God damn.
I forgot what else we did. We did some other stuff.
I just did the Chris King thing where he just can't quit cussing.
And he just sitting there reading off a paper.
Y'all are welcome.
And he's just like
He gave us
kept saying
three of them.
he's shit
4.
and this and that.
Well, one didn't graduate with y'all, I don't think. I do remember a fourth
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
K.A.
Oh, we're going initials again.
Yeah, I don't know if we should name all those people. K.A.,
P.S.
K.B.,
KB.
K.A. and K.B.
Hey, speaking of him, I saw him the other day.
He
drives a red Dodge.
I think he's back.
Dually.
He was working for old Slick over there.
Was he?
He's got that. Well, Schlenker's got that cedar post business
Yeah,
back
yeah,
there
yeah.
now. Last I saw him, I went over there to talk to Schlenker, and he was working back. And he told me, he's like, "Hey man, Kyle's over there." I look at him funny, like, "No shit, dude. I ain't seen him in years."
Yeah.
Sure enough, I walk over there, and there he is. He was working for.
Oh, he did.
He's like, "Yeah, man. He just came up and moved back to Shiner."
Yeah, you know.
That's all I knew. I never, and I talked to Kyle for a little bit, man.
I think he's at his mom's place.
Yeah, I talked to him for a little while, and you know, he was busy, and I had to move on, I had to go. But like, yeah, it was crazy seeing him. Like, I hadn't seen him in years, dude.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a long time for a while. And
Seen
then,
his brother, seen Cody around.
I see Cody
but,
all the
like,
time.
Hadn't seen him in forever, dude. It was like, what the hell? It was like a blast from the past, right there for sure.
Yeah, I walked into Fridays, and I remember I didn't know like he was married or any of that. Nothing that was going on. And I remember he walked out the front door, and I was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" He stopped and he was like, "Oh, going through the Big D and don't mean Dallas." And I was like, and at first I was like, I don't even know what the hell that means. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even remember how old I was at that time. And I was like, oh shit. No.
I mean, it's nothing to laugh about. He might be laughing about it now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Someone's
Somebody's
hauling
racing
and balling out there. No shit.
Somebody's late for work.
The other
Work
one,
nights.
you wouldn't remember. You might. You remember Abanego?
Yeah, he always wore the white tees, slick hair.
Well, this is grade school, bro. We were little. They're talking like second, third grade.
Oh no, maybe not.
He, yeah, he did. I don't even remember his last name. He didn't make the cut one year, and I think he kind of dropped the same time that a few of the other initials I threw out there did. But I don't think he stayed in town much longer after that. Maybe a few more years.
Y'all dropped a lotto into our class.
Hey, it wasn't our fault.
Hey, we were looked at like misfits too.
Yeah, we were called. Yeah, our class had a reputation. We had a reputation,
Hey, y'all ended up becoming the last class to graduate from the old high school.
and we
Yeah, they
destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yes, and we literally had pictures because we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our senior photo was us holding like jackhammers and heavy equipment from Dylan's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were
ours
about to
was,
tear the damn place down, and then they didn't tear the damn place down, and y'all graduated from
Yeah.
there.
I ain't going there.
Yeah.
I say holding the jackhammers. Yeah, y'all do destroy a lot of stuff.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, dang.
There was no jackhammers involved in that incident. Or
Yeah.
sledgehammers, I think is the right. Someone did have a jackhammer in that photo. I don't remember who, though.
I think our picture was we were standing in the hallways of that
Yeah.
building, and they took I think it was wasn't it
High up,
a
yeah.
higher up picture of us,
Yeah.
and we're kind of looking up in the hallway.
Yeah, there was
I think
only
that
two
was
people
ours.
that weren't in that picture that day.
Really?
Kevin Bloschke and Kendrick.
Oh,
You remember that?
I forgot. I didn't know that was around that time.
I've heard
That was that same day.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yep.
kind of sad how that's all gone now. It's like the old elementary wings,
Yeah.
all them damn.
So-
remember the metal? I remember when those metal buildings were put up.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
in pre-K or kindergarten when they built like the old library. Remember the elementary library? You had the elementary library and the elementary teachers lounge.
Yeah.
I was like in pre-K or kindergarten when that was built because I remember some of us they let us put our initials in the concrete.
Huh.
So that was like 1993,
Yeah.
somewhere right in there
Yeah.
when those were built.
Damn.
And then here they tore all that down No, hell, it's been more than 10 years now.
Yeah, it has. It was like not even soon after we left.
2008-ish, 9-ish?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. They tore
Yeah.
all that. So those buildings weren't even there 15 years.
Hey, I was playing volleyball in our old rubber floor gym. Remember that? old
Really?
gym?
Oh, really?
So,
Dude, they used that for storage, I heard, for years. And then
so
I guess
now
they cleaned
it's
it out.
completely cleaned out. Emerson had like a club volleyball. You know, they got that Sweet Digs age groups volleyball. We had practice in there the other day because I
Okay.
think either the high school or just an older age group was practicing in the wood floor gym.
Okay.
So
That's where
yeah.
we used to have our activities for PE when we were kids
Yeah.
with all the little rollers and all that. Dodgeball.
Yeah, it was weird going in that.
Oh, yeah, the little, you're talking about the
little
little,
Rick
little like
squares.
furniture rollers. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Get your finger cut off. Ah,
Oh, dude, yeah. We had those in Sweet Home, those little ones you sit on and run your damn
Yeah.
fingers over. Oh my god. Yeah, it was weird going in that gym though after not being there so long.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been in
you
there
look
since
and
I graduated once or twice for
Yeah.
some reason or another.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what they kept saying. I walked in there and I was like, all I heard was this was full. They used it for, like you said, for storage, and it was
Yes.
full.
They
Dude, it looks
did.
exactly like it did. Like,
I did see in there one time while they were using it for storage. Dude, they had shit stacked in there.
I do
It was
remember
fucking
seeing
crazy.
that.
Well, dude, they were doing. We did volleyball practice in there, and then Emerson's also. They started basketball the other day.
Dude.
So they play. Man, I went to park over there. Well, it made me think about that. I went to park. Well, where I had to park, I couldn't even park in front of the gym or up the road. I had to park back to the other side of where the high school was.
Oh,
Wow.
Like going down back
Oh,
toward
dude,
the post office.
we had terrible parking back then.
oh yeah, we did.
We had
Yeah.
no parking. We parked on the streets.
Yeah.
Parked in front of people's houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I parked
I
over
remember
there.
that. Yeah.
And then it's weird, like looking, like I had to walk past. I was on the sidewalk where we used to walk in front of the school, like you're going to the gyms, and you look over and there's a house there, and it's kind of weird.
You
you
got
know?
to think when that original high school was built, I think it was built in like 1912. You remember that?
19,
you used to have
yeah.
that stone that sat out there that said erected 1912. I
Yeah.
remember
Yep.
that.
I think you
and-
can still. So the only thing that's really left, where the concrete kind of turned, and then you had the
Yeah.
sidewalk going. It pretty much does that and just stops. Like there's nothing else there.
Yeah, like, well, you got to think in 1912, no one drove vehicles to high school.
Yeah.
So no one thought about parking.
No.
Yeah.
Parking wasn't a thing. Hell, half the teachers didn't have cars.
Most
Yeah.
of everybody walked.
Or hell, none of the teachers had cars in 1912. Hell, they might have fucking rode a horse and buggy to fucking
I
teach
think it
everything.
was.
No shit. Yeah. So
crazy.
it
Well,
was
that's where
just
my
different
grandma went to
time.
that school.
Did she?
Yeah, she went to that school, high school.
My my grandma didn't. She was from a time even before, like when there were still a lot of country schools out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if my great grandpa Jansen went there.
Yeah, they didn't consolidate a lot of those schools until after the 1940s and 50s.
Yeah.
So my grandma would have been in school in the 30s, and she actually went to Nickel.
Where the heck is that?
Nickel's between Gonzales and Moulton.
Really?
Yes. Closer to Moulton.
Well, they didn't travel very far back then
No,
either. though. Like
she-
wherever
you
you
know, they-
live, you're probably gonna.
They walked to school.
Yeah.
From their little country. They walked to their little country school that was nearby. And I remember her telling me stories of my great uncles. They would put all my grandma and her sisters on a donkey, and the two brothers were older. So they would guide the donkey with my grandma and her sisters on the donkey, and they would guide the donkey, and they would walk on foot, and that's how they went to school every day.
Really?
Uphill
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
In the
I
snow.
don't remember her saying that, but yeah.
Snow.
Now she did say it snowed a lot more back then.
Really?
It was a lot different than it was.
Damn global warming.
Yeah. And in fact, I know one of my aunts was born the night she was born in January in 1949. It was snowing.
Dang.
Yeah. So it used to snow. And my uncle, is 60. He's a year younger than my dad. He's 63. He remembers it snowing a lot more when he was a kid. He's like, it's way different now. He's like, the
Yeah.
weather patterns are so different down there now.
That's crazy.
He said, we didn't see snow every year. He said, don't get me wrong, it didn't snow every year, but he's like, you saw snow a lot more often than once every 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw snow every 2 or 3 years. It was just way different.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was actually, from what I remember, it snowed, what was it, back in 97, 98? in Shiner. 'Cause I remember I lived on.
I don't think
no,
so.
it wasn't 98. It was
I don't think it snowed at all in the 90s.
no, it snowed in the 90s because I was.
I remember it iced over one time.
Or yeah, iced over.
Maybe
I guess
some
you would
sleet.
say.
But
Yeah,
I don't. I think
it was iced over.
I
It was
remember
sleeting
ice.
pretty good.
I remember sliding down.
Yes.
We lived in town briefly one time. One of the times we tried to move to Missouri. That's probably what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the time because we
It's the
lived
same.
on we lived on Hilltop Road, and we're kind of close to the top of the hill. And I remember grabbing a piece of cardboard and going down that hill because the hill went like that. They went flat, then went down like that.
Yes.
Like that.
I think it rained a shitload and it froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sleeted and
It
everything.
sleeted and like I just remember ice just running. We lived down the street from Patex. It was a rent house right there next to where that old gas station used to be, and now that it was the VFW hall. It's a Mexican restaurant now.
Yeah.
Right next to that, there's a house with like a steep driveway, and I remember that ice running down that damn driveway. And we didn't have school that day because the roads were all iced over.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it actually snowed.
No, it sleeted. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was thick though.
Yeah.
God dang! I remember our
Actual-
yard being just like
actual
white thick.
snow. I don't ever
don't think it
remember.
ever snowed.
My dad told me the last time, like, because it snowed in 2017 in December, and my dad told me the last time it actually stuck on the ground overnight. Maybe it snowed and it didn't stick, but he said
Yeah.
the last time snow stuck on the ground overnight to the next day, it was 1985, and there's pictures of him and my sister building a snowman.
Oh dang!
What about the one in
Yeah.
what was it, 21 when we had that snow blizzard?
Yes, we had snow then too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we
I
had
was gonna say,
snow
yeah,
twice, like
yeah.
from 2017 to 2021. We had snow.
I did remember at one time just seeing them little flurries, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
dang! Like that's probably the first time I've ever seen it. Like first and last,
Yeah.
maybe see real snow."
Dude, I think there's a chance of snow Tuesday morning.
Well, we got another Arctic blast coming. What, Monday or Sunday?
It's like Monday. It's a small chance, but there was a small chance of snow. Let me look at it now. I will tell
Say,
you.
it felt good
no,
today.
I
and
kind of
also,
like today. Like
Yeah.
pushing mid 50s.
They're showing it as. Oh no, it's Wednesday. Yeah, they're. Oh wait, I gotta go into the next week. I'm sorry. Okay, they're showing it as rain now. They were showing it as as a snow chance.
Well, I will say the other day when Friday, I went back to work Thursday, and then Friday when it poured, oh my God, cold and pouring. I didn't want no more of that.
No. I was like, it felt good today, but then all of a sudden it's starting to get cold again.
yeah. I'm a weenie. I put my jacket on. I was like, if I even, man, I
That's
don't
a
know.
jacket you wish you probably had when we went to Hot Rods and Hatters. You
Oh
remember?
yeah,
And Daryl's,
yeah. It was cold as hell over there, and wasn't it like mist and rain over there too?
Yeah.
It seemed like it rained every year we went to that car show.
I think it did.
Even when they moved it, remember they moved it that last year. They moved to Gonzales, and it rained there.
I think, yeah, it did rain for a little bit.
You remember everybody bringing those little covers and covering their cars? And I was
Yeah.
like, golly. Yeah, I'm always a dummy that never brings jackets.
It was gonna rain because that's what it deflected a bunch of the guys that come in.
Oh
And-
yeah.
But it was actually sunny that day,
Oh
or it
yeah.
was a little cloudy. But
That was a weird day.
yeah,
But yeah, I know. I remember when they had it in Lockhart, right?
it was Lockhart.
Yeah.
I was over 1,200 cars or something like that.
Yeah, that was nice. It was a nice car show, but it was like they needed to move. They needed to move the day. It was like every year it rained
Yeah,
on that day.
it
And I was like,
did.
golly, to have that many and then that big of a chance of rain,
Yeah,
that's
that
crazy.
was
I can't believe that many people showed up.
They had some.
Hell, we
bad-
drove down. Remember,
Yeah,
we drove down on that 32 that day
that's
with no
what I-
freaking windows.
That's what I was talking about. I had a jacket on
I
like
forgot
what you're
about that
wearing.
actually. Yeah. We drove that. What was that? Yeah, we're the only idiots that didn't have a vehicle with no windows.
Yeah.
No heater in that car either, did it? Yeah, there wasn't nothing in
Had
there.
nothing in there. All we had was that front windshield and the back windshield. No,
Oh.
nothing on the side.
Man, I was cold, but I could handle it a lot better back then. Now I'm just like,
Y'all telling some cold stories.
yes.
We were talking about the
I think it's
time
because my legs are starting to
we
get
took
cold.
that 32.
You got the Crocs and shorts on.
I know.
I think it was actually warm on the way back though. I remember it
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
Was it? Wasn't that the time the roads were pretty wet?
Yeah.
We drove back. Yeah, remember we stopped at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
I remember stopping at Buc-ee's on the way back. Maybe we fueled up or something.
We
and
had filled up on some drinks too.
that was pretty fun to just cruise.
Yeah.
Like, that's what made me want to do that. They do that hot rod tour out of Victoria. What do they call it?
yeah, it's a Victoria.
Hot Rods of Texas or
yeah, Hot
something
Rods
like
of
that.
Texas. Yeah.
I think it's coming up in April.
Is it?
I think they do it April
yeah,
every
I think
year.
It is. Yeah.
So
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Cool. Also, I got a little story from that snow in December of 2017 because this was after Harvey. Because I remember it was the same year as Harvey. I was at SOS that night, and Seth was there. And I remember all of us walked out of SOS because it was snowing in town, and we had a snow fight. We had a snowball fight in the street and across by the railroad tracks over there in front of SOS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, me and Seth freaking having a snowball fight out there in the parking lot.
Drunk bastards.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
dude.
just remember like scraping snow off my truck bed and like hammering people with it.
Hey, did he throw better than Herbert?
Possibly.
That's what I'm talking about.
At least a snowball.
Seth's a stud.
Yeah, he should probably be starting for them.
Didn't it? Remember when he said that?
I don't know if it can get any worse.
Yeah. Remember when he said that? He's like, they don't get their shit together. I'm going to dress up. I'm gonna
Talking about how you could play tight end and shit. I was
yeah.
like,
He's
oh
like,
my
I'm
God.
going to suit up. He probably would have did a better job of catching that pass than Will Disley did, the one that got picked off.
Oh, dude.
That was pretty rough.
That was pretty rough, yeah.
Straight through the hands. I just wonder if Herbert throws that like a mean bullet like that, or was that just
Old
a
sherbet.
shitty like
Old
terrible hands?
Chocolate sherbet.
Oh, on Nickelodeon.
Yep.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Do you want to do that inspirational thing or?
No, I think we're
You want
good.
to save it for our next
Yeah,
one?
we'll save it for the next
I'll keep my
Cool.
I'll keep my stuff here.
I'll keep mine too.
I think we did pretty good today.
Hey, the main quote I wanted to share was "If you ain't first, you're last." Ricky Bobby. That's inspiring. To me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was the main one. That was the only one I wanted to share.
Oh, I had a few, but I'll save them for the next one if y'all want to do that.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, we'll save it for the next one. We did pretty good today.
The only other thing I'll maybe mention real quick was we did lose Jimmy Carter, our 39th president.
Oh, Peanut
yeah.
Man.
Peanut Man. Yep.
He is probably the third worst president. Because he's the idiot that gave up Panama Canal after we just dumped all that money into it. What did he sell it for, $1? Something like that?
I have no idea.
Man, we can go on a whole nother spiel on that one because Trump's
Hey.
about to get into that. And
We can talk about it more on the next pod.
Yeah.
I was just mentioning that he passed away. He was 100. He passed away at the age of 100, and I believe he is the longest lived head of state in the history of the world.
told
Dang.
Joe Biden's got a
Yeah,
record to beat.
no one lived to 100.
God dang.
Queen Elizabeth came close. I think she was 99 when she passed like a few years ago.
I can't imagine making it 100 years at all.
Especially
he-
at his condition, the way he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't even moving.
And he also
Yeah.
lived longer than anyone else after holding the position of like a head of a state.
Huh.
I think 43 years or something like that. He lived since he's been president.
Well, that goes to say right there, nobody wanted to kill him. That was awful.
Come on, man.
It's all good. I think Biden might be the second one. He might hit 101.
Oh man,
Maybe, man.
Biden's like,
Biden's look a little
He's getting
slow
shaky.
these
No, you
days,
see that?
dude.
He did a little jog the other day. Or
Oh,
maybe
yeah?
it wasn't the other day. It was maybe a few weeks ago. He kind of jogged up to the camera, looking all spiffy and everything.
Yeah.
dang, he's gonna make another run back. He's gonna run for president after Trump.
I'll say Carter did serve in World War II, Navy. I think it was the very tail end there, but he did serve in the Navy and here's an interesting stat. He was the first president from the Deep South elected since the Civil War.
Yeah, where was he from? I was
Georgia.
trying-
Plains,
That's-
Georgia.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where he lived out the rest of his days after the presidency too, was in Plains.
I got you.
Yeah, I believe he was buried in Plains.
Really?
They did the formal state funeral. That's what we saw on TV, and then they actually flew him back to Georgia to be buried in Plains. Yeah.
Okay.
Dang,
Yep.
that's a long life, man. 100 years.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like just while I was watching that, ceremony, that was, it was real neat just to watch it. I'd never watched one before. I
Yeah.
know they've televised the ones in the past, and
I think the last time I watched was a Reagan one.
the Reagan one.
Yeah, I think it was Ronald, or maybe no, was it Reagan?
Well, the most recent one after
Or
that
was
would
it
have been Bush.
Maybe it
Yeah,
was Bush.
HW.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was Bush, the one I did.
That
watch.
was 2018. I think he passed away.
Yeah.
17 or 18.
The last one Willie watched was play JFK.
Damn.
Damn guy.
Just kidding. I had to pull that one in there. real quick.
Damn.
You know, I will say, like, I looked at like ages of presidents, right? That was an interesting dude. Okay. Within a few months of each other, Bill Clinton, George Bush, George W. Bush,
Yeah.
and Donald Trump are within a few months of each other in age. They're all 78 years old.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
Interesting
Trump's 78
fact.
years old.
Yes, he
So
is.
Clinton was pretty young then when he.
Yes.
How old was
And
Clinton?
Clinton served before both of them.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking because that was the first president I think I really
He
paid
was-
attention
he
to.
was a
He had been in
relatively-
his 40s then.
He was a relatively young president. Yeah.
Dang. And he wasn't a bad president from what I mean,
No.
from what a lot of the older crowd
I
has told me.
think people tried to overshadow it more with the whole Monica Lewinsky thing, but
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't
He was
care.
freaking cool, man.
I don't really care who he was screwing as long as he's running the country, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The company over.
Yeah.
So, yes, no shit. Within like maybe 3 or 4 months, they're all within the same age in like
That's
a 3 or
crazy.
4 month bracket. And Trump will be inaugurated as our next president. Yeah.
That's nuts.
And he's the same age as them.
God, that's
Obama is 63 right now.
really.
Right now.
I will say after he served, man, he looked like he put some age on.
Yeah.
He definitely. It's pretty neat to
So-
see when they show the presidents before, like when they're coming in versus going out. They're always so gray and just
Did you see the
look
one
like
with
they're
his wife?
wore down. What?
Did you see the one about his wife?
Who? Michelle? Michael?
Oh, Lord. She was the only first lady not at the Carter funeral, by the way.
Yeah, he.
Whatever.
I seen his wiener.
Damn.
Oh man.
All right. Better end it now. We're talking about
Another interesting one.
Get interesting.
Shut up, Willie.
Joe Biden was already a senator when Jimmy Carter started his run for president in 1974.
Oh yeah.
And Biden was the first senator to endorse Jimmy Carter in 1974.
Really?
That is a fact.
So he had terrible judgment a long time ago. That's sorry.
I'm willing to
I'm
say
trying not to say nothing bad
I'm
about
willing to say Carter might have been a better president than Biden.
Yeah, I guess. He could. I mean, he did. Yeah. I'll just leave it there.
Jesus. Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't alive from 1977 to 81, so I don't know how to comment on that presidency. I just know what I've heard.
Could have fooled me.
What I've heard and read.
Could have fooled me.
Did you know he had solar panels on the White House in the late 70s? Yeah. Yeah. Reagan took them down, obviously, but yeah. He actually had solar panels on the White House.
I was waiting for the
Oh,
punchline.
yeah, I was waiting for I was just sitting here. I wasn't saying nothing. I was waiting for you to come up with something.
I was waiting for the punchline. Seriously.
Oh,
Did they
no,
have solar panels in the
seriously.
70s?
Seriously, he had solar panels on the White House in the late 1970s.
I guess yeah.
He was one of the first. He was one of the first presidents to believe in.
God dang, how much did that cost him?
Well,
know,
they
What
had
did
solar panels.
his grandson
only person
say?
that had that would be NASA.
I would say his grandson summed it up perfectly. His grandfather was the first millennial before it was a thing. He said back in the 70s, my grandfather was the first millennial because he actually passed things that were like precursors to the climate change, or
Yeah.
well, they called it global warming back then. But yeah, so he was one of the first to start passing crap to push towards global warming, climate change. Which was definitely not popular at the time.
No.
Which also helped lead to his downfall, to why he wasn't elected again.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not kidding. He actually had solar panels on the White House in the late 1970s, and they existed
I'm
then.
gonna have to look that up
Yeah,
because the only people that would have that technology would be NASA. Because they went to the moon, I guess you could say, in the 60s, and that's the only way they would only have the technology for that. I
Well-
guess I don't know. I'm just assuming.
and then Reagan, who beat him. I don't know if you knew this. Reagan was like 13 years older than them.
Well, I remember watching when Reagan. Who was Reagan running against?
Carter, first time.
It was Carter
It was
that-
Carter. Yeah,
Or was it?
beat him in Atlanta. I don't know who he ran against the second.
Or maybe
time.
it was the second time because
Did he
I
run
remember.
against Mondale, Walter Mondale, the second time.
I don't know.
Well, you remember when they were talking about his age, and he said he like spun the whole thing around, and he said something about, I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but basically he was saying, I'm not going to use my the person he was running against, their youth and inexperience against them. He flipped it instead of like, people were saying you're old, you're going to be one of the older presidents. He flipped it and said, well, I'm not going to bring that up because he was making it look better, like we're not going to use his inexperience against him.
Yeah.
Instead of saying I'm old, you know what I mean? He like flipped the whole thing around. And
Oh yeah,
I don't know how I don't remember the actual words he used, but everybody was like, "Oh man, that was a spin around right there." That was sharp.
Reagan was born in 1911,
Dang.
which was the same year as my grandfather. So yeah, who I never, he passed away before I was born.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Crazy.
Dang.
1911. Okay, JFK was only like 6 or 7 years older than Jimmy Carter.
Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
they were not far apart in age. JFK was like one of the youngest presidents ever.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
And
He was.
who was the youngest president ever to be sworn into office?
Thought it was JFK.
Nope. He's the youngest to win an election, but he wasn't the youngest to be sworn into
Sworn
office.
That's ooh.
Is it like the first 10?
Yeah.
No. Actually, no, it's not.
Man, I don't know.
Damn.
I'll give y'all a hint. Maybe Derek will get it now. He won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh wait, we
Really?
had this already.
This is on the show. You
Obama.
asked. No.
Oh, I said that.
You asked the question.
I think you got the answer right too.
I did get the answer right.
Oh
Who the
wow.
heck was it? Oh, this is gonna kick me.
Oh, this is aggravating now. I can't remember.
We've
who it was.
mentioned him on this podcast earlier.
Oh, Roosevelt.
Oh, really?
Speak softly and carry
Yeah.
a big stick.
I didn't. Man, I remember asking that question,
was
but I didn't even remember the
like
answer.
41 or 42 when McKinley got shot. He was sworn into office.
Okay.
Yep. He was the youngest ever to be sworn into office. But when he won the next election, JFK was technically younger than him when JFK won his election.
Ah,
Yeah.
Dang.
interesting.
Yeah. Well.
Speaking of which, I don't know if y'all know this, J.D. Vance is only 40 years old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Pretty young.
I hope nothing happens to Trump and we're not talking about this seriously. But it is possible that J.D. Vance could become the youngest.
The way shit's going,
Sworn
who
in
knows what the
president.
hell's gonna happen?
That ain't no lie.
It's crazy shit.
I hope not. Please protect our president, Donald Trump.
Yep. Took them all.
Yeah.
Well, y'all want to go ahead and wrap it up
Yeah.
on that?
Sure.
Send her home.
Yeah.
Send her home, boys.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody listening and checking us out, liking our show. We're on Apple. Why do I say Apple? We are on Amazon Music, Spotify. What else?
YouTube, and iHeartRadio.
And iHeartRadio. That's what I was thinking about. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Facebook got some clips running
Yeah.
around TikTok.
Facebook, TikTok.
TikTok. Yep. Did you say you got us on
Instagram.
Instagram
Yeah, I got
and
us
Twitter
on
now
Insta-
too? Or
Yeah,
X?
Twitter.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, X.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I need to get more involved with that. That could be pretty useful.
Yeah, I won't lie. I don't even have an Instagram or an X account. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never had one.
Yeah.
I haven't been on my Instagram set up in a long time.
But yeah, if y'all don't mind, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, and keep on checking us out and share us for sure. we'll catch y'all in the next podcast. Later.
Yep. Thank y'all
Later.
for riding Backroads with us again.
Yeah, buddy.